Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Henley High School basketball on mybasin.com. Back to the Skyline Conference. The Hornets are on the road tonight. We're coming to you live from Phoenix High School, the home of the Pirates. For the second time this season, the Hornets square off with Phoenix. So glad to be with you tonight. My name is Josh Eldridge. 15-5, that's the Hornets record coming into play tonight. 8-0 in conference play. Phoenix is 7-10 overall on the season and are 2-6 in conference play. Phoenix losers in each of their last two games. A week ago tonight against Mazama, 47-42. Then back on Tuesday, a 1-point loss at the hands of Hidden Valley, 50-49. For Henley, they had been winners of 9 straight before Wednesday night when they lost to 5A Crater, 70-57. Before that, though, like I said, it had been 9 straight wins, including a win against Phoenix back on January 23rd. Boy, did the Hornets handle business then, 84-18, which was at the time their highest output in terms of scoring in league play. They would then top that against Hidden Valley earlier this month with an 86-point outing, but these Hornets were scoring hot in the first part of conference play. They've dropped about 10 points per game since then, but still well into the 70s. They put up a good fight against one of 5A's best on Wednesday, and they're looking to return to conference play tonight confidently on the road against the Phoenix Pirates. We're going to step aside just real briefly here in our pregame coverage. When we return, we'll take a bigger look at the Skyline Conference, tell you what's on the line for both teams tonight. As we get closer to the state tournament, which is 1 month away, we'll also take a look at what that picture looks like as we are firmly on the road to Forest Grove. Details on all that great stuff coming up in just a bit after a 2-minute timeout on mybasin.com.
What are the best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan?
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
you know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
There's something special about this place. It's more than the quiet mornings and the open skies. It's more than the scenery. It's the people. Around here, people still wave when you pass by. They check in when something's wrong. They show up when it matters. At Sage Credit Union, we're proud to live and work in a region that believes in each other. A place where neighbors lend a hand, small businesses thrive, and generosity runs deep. We believe that being part of a community means giving back to it, not just with dollars, but with time, effort, and heart. That's why our employees earn paid volunteer time. That's why you'll see us at food drives, fundraisers, and the local fair. We show up for our community. This isn't just where we work. This is where we live, where we give, and where we grow. Right here, in the coffee shop, at the fundraiser, and in our local branch. At Sage Credit Union, we've found our people. We'll see you around town.
Over the last year, you've heard and seen the advertisement for God's Gifts 2, a local photographer who travels to high school sporting events and takes individual and team action photos at a great price. Something you may not know, though, is that the money from God's Gifts Photography supports 6 children in Kenya who Annalisa has met on mission trips. If you'd like to capture your athlete in action and help support these kids, call 541-281-2206. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook.
Josh Eldridge back with you from Phoenix High School, just a little bit south of Medford, Oregon, for tonight's Skyline Conference matchup between the Phoenix Pirates and your Henley Hornets. Let's take a look at where the Skyline Conference stands coming into play tonight. Henley, of course, leading the pack, 8-0 in conference play, 15-5 on the season. A win tonight would clinch Henley their 4th consecutive Skyline Conference title, and if Klamath Union is able to beat Mazama tonight, they would have that title outright. Mazama is 4-3, Klamath Union is 4-4, Phoenix is 2-6, and Hidden Valley is 2-7. So again, as we look at the schedule, and after tonight, just 3 games remaining. If Henley's able to win tonight, get out to 9-0, That would guarantee them at least a share of the conference title. If Klamath Union hands Mazama their 4th loss tonight, that means the Hornets would have clinched the Skyline Conference outright for the 2nd consecutive year. Of course, a couple of seasons ago, tied at the top with Klamath Union, but it would be their 4th straight overall conference title. Then it would be a battle for 2nd place, which would be very heavily influenced by tonight's other Skyline Conference game between Mazama and Klamath Union. That is our Geno's 40th anniversary game of the week. It's also streaming on our website on mybasin.com. Walter Hartley will be on the call for that one, and you can certainly check it out and try to just flip back and forth between these two games. So much impact here just a month away from the state tournament in the Skyline Conference. Henley overall in the state, if we want to zoom out and assume, since they have already clinched at least a playoff berth, that they are moving on to the 16-team postseason in the OSAA, and around them as the number 5 seed. Seaside actually is the number 1 team in the state right now with their 15-4 record. Staten is number 2. Baker is number 3. Marist is 4. Henley, of course, number 5. Cascade is 6. North Bend is ranked 7th. Philomath is 8th. St. Helens is number 9. And LeGrand is number 10. And so if you look at how this would all shake out, you're looking at, if the playoffs started today, then Tillamook would be the team that comes to Klamath Falls and battles the Hornets in the round of 16 with a berth at the state tournament on the line. Of course, the top 8 teams in the state head to Forest Grove High School. The state tournament is March 12th, 13th, and 14th at Forest Grove High School. The Hornets looking to make it back there, and a win tonight would clinch them a conference title. We're going to step aside here one more time on our pregame show. We'll step aside for the national anthem, but real quick before we do, want to zoom out just a little bit further, talk about some Oregon Tech sports as we do just have a quick moment. Oregon Tech baseball and softball in action today. Right now, Tech baseball trailing the Masters 4-3. Tech softball trailing Arizona Christian 1-0. The Lady Owls in action tonight on the hardwood. It is senior night. Tech up big in the second quarter, 41-20 against Warner Pacific. We'll keep you updated on that score tonight. We'll also get you updates on the Hustlin' Owls score this evening as they celebrate senior night against Warner Pacific. And then they're on the road to close out the season next weekend against, I believe, C of I and Eastern. 2 big games for both teams coming down the stretches. The NAIA National Tournament is also a month away for Oregon Tech. There's so many moving pieces right now. We're getting to one of the most fun times of year. Glad to be along with you for the ride. The Hornets and the Phoenix Pirates coming up in just a moment. So stick around for more on mybasin.com.
Hey, I'm Jason with Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance. Thanks for joining us. Elevate started in 2020 as a dream. I wanted to open up a clinic of my own, really had a heart and a passion to treat athletes of all ages, and got the opportunity to do it. And wow, this is what's happened. One of the best parts of this job is that we get to work with all the student athletes on field, at their contests, at their games, all around the county. Specifically when you're working with dancers, right, we've got like particular ways of movement that we don't want to necessarily correct, because dancers have a very specific way of moving that's important for their athletic performance. At Elevate, we're here to get you moving and keep you moving, no matter if you're 8 or you're 80. Feel free to give us a call at 541-887-2030.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local community engaged.
Phoenix band playing us back from commercial break as we get ready to introduce you to the starting lineups tonight from Phoenix High School. And we'll begin with the visitors tonight, the Henley Hornets. Starting at guard, a senior number 1, standing 5'5", Kennedy Modine. Number 3, a junior, standing 5'5", Preston Shade. Number 4, a senior, standing 5'9", Lily Fussell. Number 10, a senior, standing 5'7", Senya Campos. And number 15, a sophomore, standing 6 foot tall, Michaela Schroeder. The Hornets are coached by Randy Denson, and he's assisted by Heidi Friend and Kevin Petrick.
And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Phoenix Pirates.
Turned out the lights tonight for the starting lineup here at Phoenix. We'll introduce him to you. Number 0, a freshman, Paisley Crenshaw. Number 1, a junior, Liliana Quintero. Number 3, a junior, Carson Sousa. Number 12, a sophomore, Zechariah Noxon. And number 32, a junior, Jasmine Van Hook. The Phoenix Pirates are coached by Skylar Gline. She's assisted by Randy Kirkland. The Pirates tonight in their home white uniforms with Phoenix written across their chest in navy blue with the red outline. The Hornets tonight in their road navy blue uniforms with Henley written across their chest in yellow and yellow numbers across their front and back. Our officials tonight from the Rogue Valley Basketball Officials Association. If you're interested in becoming an athletic official, whether it's in basketball or volleyball or wrestling or football or baseball or tennis or whatever it is, visit osaa.org/officials to begin your journey today, and appreciate all the men and women who officiated our games this season. In the circle to start this one is Michaela Schroeder and Zechariah Noxon. Are we ready to go? All right. Had to get the fight song in. I think it's necessary. Got to get the fight song in before the game starts. Now the officials are ready for basketball. And here we go. Noxon and Schroeder in the circle. And the opening tip is collected by Henley. They go from left to right. Kennedy Modine finds herself inside the paint, kicks it outside to Preston Shade for a triple. It's not going to go, and the rebound falls to Paisley Crenshaw. Phoenix rifles the pass ahead into the hands of Quintero, and Phoenix strikes first with 2 points from Liliana Quintero. The Pirates up 2-0, and the Hornets turn it over on the other side. Try to get a pass to Senya Campos in the corner. Too much on it. It's going to go out of bounds, and the Pirates have possession. Again, it was a big win for Henley last time these two teams played. 84-18 was the final score. Phoenix looking to put up more of a fight here at home. Inbound pass goes to Quintero. She's able to cross the timeline here for the Pirates. Throws it on the wing to Sousa. Sousa, a junior, dribbling head of the key. Throws it on the wing to Crenshaw. Trying to loft it in low to Van Hook. She uses the glass to score. A nice pass leads to 2 for Zechariah Noxon, and the Pirates have a 4-0 advantage. 45 seconds gone here in the first quarter. On the other way, Senya Campos gets Henley on the board with a lay-in from the left side. And it's a 2-point game. 1 minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass comes to the near side to Crenshaw. She puts it on the deck, has it knocked free for a moment by Michaela Schroeder, but then recollects. Pass intended for Quintero, taken away by Modine, and then she's fouled trying to score on the other side. So Kennedy will have a pair of free throws coming her way. Modine, a senior, 5'5" for Henley. Want to remind you, tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com, brought to you in part by Gino's on East Main Street, opened up every single morning at 6:30, serving their famous breakfast burritos. Those are served all day long, along with other menu items like burgers, monthly specials, and Italian favorites. You can order online at iloveginos.com or have it brought right to you with DoorDash. Modine hits both free throws. The score is evened up at 4. 6:45 to go in the first quarter. Phoenix trying to fight the ball away. Underneath, Noxon got tied up with Schroeder. She tries to get a shot off, but the rebound is collected by Henley. Here's Modine, throwing it to Fussell on the wing. Fissell then tries to get it to Shade, but it's poked free by Carson Sousa. So now Shade will inbound, side out here for Henley on the near side. Gives it up to Fissell, who whips the pass to Campos. Campos then to Modine on the right wing. She thought about a deep triple, then gives it up to Campos. Campos head fakes a three, drives inside. Great pass to Fissell for two. Couldn't ask for a much better feed that time from Senya Campos. And Henley has taken their first lead of the night, up 6-4. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Sousa dribbling along the right side. Campos pokes it free, but before she can collect it, it goes out of bounds. And so Phoenix will maintain possession. It'll be Crenshaw to inbound, side out on the far side. Inbound goes to Carson Sousa. Dribbles between the circles, spins around to her right, then gives it up to Quintero, drives the baseline. Quintero, a strong take, not going to be able to cash in. The rebound battled for, won by Noxon. Pass is whipped around to Crenshaw for three, hits front iron. Another long rebound collected by the Pirates. This time Quintero gets it back. A shot from 15, not going to fall. And a foul is going to go against Phoenix. We're going to charge this one to Jasmine Van Hook. It's going to be a push off ball. It's her first, the team's second. Also, Gretchen Sheen comes in to replace Lily Fissell. And here we go. Preston Shade takes the inbound pass, and the Hornets into the front court. Shade rolls it to Campos in the middle of the floor, finds Sheen, cutting to the cup and scores. Sheen then steals the inbound pass, another dish to Campos, and another quick score for Henley. Campos now with 4 points. Her team leads by 6. Inbound pass given up to Crenshaw. She's got it now in the front court. Crenshaw operating the right side wing, guarded there by Shade, gets to the baseline, tries to get the pass into Van Hook, not able to collect, but Crenshaw comes up with the loose ball, dribbles into the corner, tries a three, it's not going to drop, and the rebound goes to Preston Shade. Shade to Campos on the wing, she will travel before taking the shot, and so no bucket. JC Ladner will replace her. We're also going to see Shoshani Pappas come in and replace Kennedy Modine. And no subs in for Phoenix. Here we go. 4:49 to go in the first. It's a 10-4 ball game that Henley leads. Crenshaw into the front court. Driving the right side against Pappas. Trying to give it up to Quintero, but it's taken away by Pappas. Only for Pappas to fall down in the open court. Phoenix now the other way. Schroeder recovers for a block. They tried to get it to Noxon down low, but Schroeder was having none of it. And now Phoenix will inbound on the baseline. Crenshaw with the honor, tried to find Sousa cutting inside. They deny her. Instead, they loft it high to Quintero. It's taken away by Henley. Pappas passes it ahead to Ladner, who's bumped on the shot. JC shooting a pair. Ladner to the line for her first time tonight. Henley sank each of their 2 previous free throws. It was Kennedy Modine who did that. Want to give a shout out to Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness and Performance. They use a modern and research-backed approach to physical therapy to ensure you see both a reduction in pain and enhanced mobility, getting you back to peak levels of optimal health and wellness. Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness and Performance has been treating athletes of all ages since 2020. All right, a split trip at the line for JC Ladner. The score now 11-4, 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Phoenix needs to inbound to somebody. Sousa's just going to let go of it, finds Quintero in the front court. Quintero then gets it down low to Noxon. She feeds it back outside to Quintero for 3. It's not going to go, and the rebound is won by Van Hook. She goes back up, no dice. This time Schroeder is not able to track it in. It was poked free from her by Phoenix, and so the Hornets will get it ultimately, even if it's not a cleanly recorded rebound. Here they come. Shade into the front court. Guarded by Sousa, half court, gives it up to Pappas, now back to Shade. Shade taking it left for a moment, gives it up to Sheen, whips the pass to Pappas, then to Ladner in the corner. Ladner one step left to Schroeder, down to Sheen, cutting the right block, and there she is for 2. Man, Sheen's timing has just gotten so good as this season has gone along. The sophomore knows when to cut, and her teammates just know when to find her. Into the front court for Henley, it's Paisley Crenshaw. She's going to throw it to Quintero near side, guarded by Pappas. Quintero finds some room near the arc for two. That's going to be a long two for Quintero. 13-6 the score. Henley still in front, 3:19 to go in the first. Pappas pushes the pass down low to Schroeder, fouled and one. Michaela Schroeder using her strength to score two, and she's got a free throw coming. Against Crater back on Wednesday, Schroeder, a relatively quiet night, all things considered. Rebounded the basketball well as she could have, had 8 points. The thing about Schroeder is she relies so heavily on getting positioning and getting good rebounds, and typically against teams in the Skyline Conference has no trouble with it, but Crater posed a bit of a threat back on Wednesday. Now Henley returning to normal business, and it seems is Schroeder. She missed her free throw. Pappas gets the rebound, dishes it back close to Schroeder, who scores two. And just like that, Schroeder, on one trip up the floor, has 4 points. Paisley Crenshaw the opposite way, dishes it to Quintero for three, too strong, and Schroeder pulls in the miss. Passes ahead to Sheen, rifles it into Ladner from the right side. Ladner swishes it. And we've got timeout on the floor. Henley with a 19-6 lead. 2:49 to go in the first quarter. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
What are your goals? To get stronger, move better, feel healthier? Whatever you are aiming for, Harbor Isles is here to help you. They have brand new cardio and strength equipment. Harbor Isles offers indoor tennis courts, 4 indoor pickleball courts, energizing group classes, expert personal trainers, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff ready to guide you every step of the way. No matter what your goals are, Harbor Isles has everything you need to reach those goals. Stop by and see the difference for yourself. Harbor Isles, lose those reins and get your gains.
19-6, 2:49 to go in the first quarter. Henley in front of Phoenix. It's the Pirates who start with the basketball. Sousa looking to inbound, looking to Quintero, finds her on the near wing, and then she turns it over to Shoshani Pappas. Pappas into the front court now for Henley. Finds some space on the right elbow, but leaves the mid-range jumper short, and it falls to Noxon. Pass ahead now to Crenshaw. Crenshaw pulls up in transition from downtown, not going to hit. Rebound falls to Ladner. Thought about a pass, but Ladner decides to keep it herself into the front court, then gives it up to Modine. Stutter steps, drives inside, right-handed floater, hangs, doesn't go. Sheen gets the rebound, tries to give it back out to Modine, but it's a turnover. Pass lofted ahead to Sousa in transition, off the glass, around the cup and in. Sousa with her first 2 points tonight makes it 19-8. Henley leads, 2 minutes to go in the first. Shoshani Pappas trying to get it down low to Modine. Dribbles by her defender off the glass and in for two. Kennedy Modine now with 4 points. Henley up 21-8. Under 2 to go in the first quarter. Inbound pass in the backcourt goes to Crenshaw. She's bringing it up here for Phoenix. Dribbles top of the key. Has it poked free by Sheen, but it goes out of bounds. Subs in for Henley. Senya Campos and Lily Fassell replace Shoshani Pappas and J.C. Ladner.
Back in for the Pirates, number 4, Lily Russell, and number 10, Campos.
Carson Sousa gives it up to Quintero, driving the right side, gets near the baseline, steps back against Modine, and leaves the shot short. The rebound falls to Sheen, gives it ahead to Fassell. Fassell at the top of the key, steps back beyond the arc, throws it to Modine on the left side, and she's going to find Fassell again on the right. Lily, a deep three. She's going to leave it short, and the rebound falls to Quintero. Lofts the pass ahead to Sousa, taken away by Fassell. Those long arms causing issues in the passing lane, and then beautiful passing for Henley leads to an easy 2-point bucket for Kennedy Modine. She's got 6 tonight, and Henley up 23-8, a minute to go in the first. Long inbound pass to Quintero. She tracks it down in the front court, drives in against Campos, not able to hit the right-sided floater. And Schroeder pulls in the rebound, gives it up to Kennedy into the front court. Modine now operating top of the key. Bounce pass to Fassell, near side wing, triple, no good. And the rebound will be Phoenix's. They give it up to Paisley Crenshaw. The freshman rifles the pass ahead to Sousa. Sousa not able to bring in the pass. It was actually poked out by Henley, I believe. And so the Pirates will maintain possession, inbound in front of the Henley bench. Here we go. Inbound goes to Sousa. Head of the key, has it at the logo, then dribbles in, gives it up. The loose ball on the right side is collected by Crenshaw. Bounce pass goes down underneath to Noxon, who from the right side knocks it down for 2. She's got 4 points, and it's a 23-10 ball game with 15 seconds to go. Senya Campos thought about a 3, driving inside. Slick feed to Facel, reverse layup. Lily's fouled, but again, a great Campos pass leads to a good look from a cutting wing player. It's been Gretchen in the past part of this first quarter. This time Lily is the beneficiary of it, and she's shooting 2 free throws. She's already got 2 points tonight. Tonight's broadcast on MyBasin.com brought to you in part by the Pacific Power Foundation, whose goal is to support the growth and vitality of local communities through charitable investments. Over the last 5 years, the Pacific Power Foundation has awarded over $13 million to nonprofit organizations. Facel knocks down both free throws. The score 25-10. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Inbound pass collected by Crenshaw. She steps to the side, gets it down low to Noxon. A slick move gets her fouled with 4 seconds to go in the period. Zephyriah Noxon being active this game. Again, already 4 points, and this her first trip to the line. It's Phoenix's first trip as well. Tonight's broadcast on MyBasin.com also brought to you in part by Howard's Meat Center, where tradition meets innovation with every cut and every bite of Smokin' H barbecue. As you step through their doors, you're not just entering a meat center, you're stepping back to a time when the depth of the customer service and the quality of the meat were everything. Check out Howard's Meat Center next to Les Schwab Tires on South 6th Street. Perfect trip for Noxon there, makes it 25-12. 2 seconds to go. The Hornets nearly turn it over. Ball goes out of bounds, 0.3 of a second to go. We're just going to see this one inbounded before we head to the second quarter. No chance at getting a shot off here. And that will be that. 25-12 as we end the opening frame. Back with more Henley basketball after this on MyBasin.com.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been away forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place home. And then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
Josh Eldridge back with you, getting ready for the second quarter of action tonight from Phoenix High School. A little Skyline Conference action for you. One other big 4A game going on tonight. Seaside against Marist Catholic. That's number 1 versus number 4 in the state. Going to try to track down a score update for you if we can for that one, as it certainly will make an impact on where Henley is seated at the end of tonight, win or lose. On the right wing, here is Quintero. She gives it up to Crenshaw for a wing 3. It's good for the Pirates. Paisley Crenshaw, her first points of the night. Now here's Preston Shade. Shade throwing it over to Kennedy Modine, rolling it underneath to Ladner, unable to get it. Quintero now lofting it ahead for Sousa, trying to score in transition, and a late whistle is going to result in a foul called. They're going to call it against Ladner. First one is good. Score 25-17 after a perfect trip to the line there for Phoenix. That was Sousa. On the other side, Henley able to nail a triple. Quintero tries to respond, not going to find it. Pass goes to Ladner on the wing. Then to Fussell in the corner, drives baseline. Fussell too strong on the lay-in. Schroeder for the putback and the foul. Hornets are so tough right now, especially with Schroeder operating underneath. Trying for an and one opportunity here. Free throw from Schroeder, hits back iron, doesn't quite hit. Rebound falls to Phoenix. Carson Sousa into the front court, has it on the left side. Sousa gives it up to Quintero. She's got 1-3 already. Pardon me, she's got 4 points. Crenshaw's the one with the 3. And now a 2-point bucket there for Phoenix. Shade tries to respond with a 3. It rolls off the rim, no good. A long rebound is collected by Shade and Lily Fussell. Here's Ladner giving it up to Sheen. Bounces it to Schroeder in close. Schroeder can hang on her all you want. It is tough to keep her away. Hornets pressing a little bit here on defense. The score 32-19. 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Shade trying to get Quintero tied up there in the front court. They find a way to get it to Van Hook. She's dribbling along the outside. Now back to Quintero. Quintero driving into the corner, pulls up with her feet on the line, knocks down 2. 6 points for Quintero tonight. Henley the other way. Schroeder scores 2. 34-21, 5.5 to go in the second quarter. Henley, their offense continues to hum right along. Even if Phoenix is able to operate their own offense well tonight, Henley has just been near unstoppable. Crenshaw gives it up to Sousa, to Quintero straight away. Trying to drive the right side. Quintero with a step back triple. It's gonna, no, it does not fall. Close one for her. Shade the other way for Henley. Gets the pass to Sheen, taken away by Sousa. The opposite way now for Phoenix. Down low is Crenshaw. Her layup is good. 34-23. Under 5 to go in the second quarter. Shade thought about a triple, gives it up to Ladner, to Fussell in the corner for a 3. No. Rebound is won by Schroeder, the putback, and 1. Schroeder, this will be her third trip to the line. She's yet to hit one yet, but third opportunity for her here. That, by the way, second foul for Jasmine Van Hook. She might get into trouble with the way Schroeder is drawing this contact. Something for Coach Lyons to think about as this game goes on. Schroeder's free throw is good. Henley up 37-23. Sousa into the front court here for Phoenix. Gives it up to Crenshaw, but it's poked free by, I think, Ladner. We've got 3 Hornets getting ready to check in. It's Campos, Pappas, and Modine in for Sheen, Ladner, and Fussell. We've also got a new Phoenix Pirate into the game. As, let's see, Noxon's out there. I think Noxon is who returned to the game. Driving the side is Quintero. They give it up to Crenshaw. Crenshaw trying to find some room on the right side. Dribbles into a 3. Hits back iron. The rebound is won by Van Hook. And she is fouled, so she'll be shooting 2. Going to charge the foul that time to Michaela Schroeder. That is her first. Jasmine Van Hook to the line. The junior shooting her first free throws tonight. Phoenix as a team is 4 of 4 at the penalty stripe so far tonight. That free throw is no good. One more coming up. Second one is good, 37-24. Van Hook splits her trip. Henley still in front, 4:20 to go in the second quarter. Senya Campos trying to split the defense, whips the pass out to Shade, down underneath to Pappas. Pappas from the right block, outside to Shade again for three, back iron. Rebound collected by Van Hook, and she is fouled. Schroeder is going to earn that foul. Two quick ones for her. That's also Henley's third this period. And Sousa going to inbound, gets it to Quintero. Quintero trying to get it back to Sousa, but no one was home. It goes out of bounds, and Henley will get it back. And so Campos will inbound from the far sideline. Finds Modine, head of the key. Here we go. Whips it in the corner to Pappas. She thought about a triple. Drives in, kicks it back outside to Modine on the left side. Phoenix playing his own defense. Shade trying to beat that zone. Dribbles into a triple and cashes in. Shade with her first 3 points gives Henley a 40-24 advantage. 3.5 to go in the second quarter. Inbound pass goes to Crenshaw. Crenshaw dribbling into the middle of the floor. Bounce pass to Van Hook, a slick feed, not going to be able to cash in. Noxon gets the rebound, kicks it outside to Crenshaw. She triggers a three, too strong. The rebound is going to go out of bounds, and Michaela Schroeder will touch it after the whistle's blown. Thought she was going to inbound it. Instead, she'll just give it up, and Pappas will be the one to inbound. Preston Shade into the front court, left-handed dribble. Switches to her right hand as she tries to steer this Henley offense. Directing a bit of traffic, throws it on the left side to Pappas, skates to the cup, unguarded, unable to cash in, but she did get fouled. A little bit of a late whistle coming in to benefit Pappas there, but Henley will take it, and Shoshani heads to the line for two. Charge the foul to Phoenix's number 32, Jasmine Van Hook. Like I said, she might be getting into trouble now. That's her third foul, and it looks like they're going to replace her. Maisie Foster, the sophomore, going to check in. Also for Henley, Lily Fussell returns to the game. And Pappas' first free throw is good. The second one will not drop. So here comes Phoenix, led by Paisley Crenshaw, trailing 41-24. She tries a three, pulling up in transition. It's not going to go. Phoenix wins the rebound. They give it back out to Crenshaw again, and another miss. Lily Fussell grabs the rebound. Here comes Henley. Fussell on the right side, gives it up to Pappas, tries to roll the pass underneath to Modine, but it pops right back out to Pappas, who steps to the cup and scores. 3 points tonight for Shoshani, and her team leads by 19. And she nearly comes up with a takeaway here on the inbound pass, but just tips it free. Phoenix will inbound in front of the scorer's table. Inbound to Sousa. She's now in front court for Phoenix. Sousa trying to find room along the right side, guarded by Modine. They give it up to Quintero, then on the wing to Noxon. Noxon trying to work against Campos, doesn't have much room, so she kicks it back out. Quintero throws it to Sousa in the corner. Back to Crenshaw, top of the key. She hasn't been afraid to shoot tonight, although she's only hit one triple. Quintero has it on the wing. Pappas rips it away from her. 2-on-2 in the fast break. Pappas gives it out to Campos. She moves inside and scores. A beautiful two-man game there run by Henley. Campos has 6 points, and they lead by 21. 1:47 to go in the second quarter. Sousa gives it up to Crenshaw here on the near wing. Crenshaw dribbling to her left, finds some room against Shade, now working against Fussell, but Fussell pokes it free and comes up with a steal. Shade bringing it up here for Henley, rolls it to Pappas, one dribble, steps in, Pappas scores. 47-24, 1:20 to go in the first half. Sousa ahead for Phoenix. Guarded by Pappas, takes a screen going right, tries to find some room, picks up the dribble, her pass intended for Noxon, taken away by Campos. Senya racing ahead for Henley, bounce pass into Show, tries to feed Modine. Campos is going to wind up with the ball, and she gets fouled. I think Pappas just passed it a little bit too late. It broke things down for Henley there, but Campos, the veteran senior, now able to recover, make the right play, and draw some contact. Campos with 6 points tonight. These her first free throws. And she makes the first. Addison Castor into the game for Phoenix. The junior will replace Liliana Quintero. Campos' second free throw is good. And so she's got 8 points tonight. Henley out in front, 49-24. Inbound pass is going to go to Crenshaw. Has it on the right side. Trying to loft it into Noxon. Stolen again by Fussell. Here she comes. Fussell. Bounce pass to Pappas. Loses it. Pappas swarmed in the paint. Outside to Campos for three. She got it. 52-24. Henley in front. 37 seconds to go in the half. Ahead is Sousa. Has it on the right side. Giving it up to Noxon. Noxon back up top to Castor. Castor picks up the dribble, tries to get it to Noxon. Another Henley steal. Pappas scrambling for it with Noxon. A tie-up is going to favor Henley. Great defense there by the Hornets, and they get the basketball back with the shot clock off. 17 seconds to go in the second quarter, and a 52-24 advantage. Shade gives it up to Modine. 10 seconds now. Shade moving left with 9. With 8. Shade gives it back to Modine with 6. Now to Fussell, head of the key with 4. To Shade with 2. With 1. Shade is going to have to score. They're not going to get the shot off. And we go end the first half with a score of 52-24. We'll be back with the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show after this on mybasin.com.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food.
For your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
Josh Eldridge back with you tonight on mybasin.com. It is time now for the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show. Harbor Isles exists to provide a clean, multi-use facility for the advancement of health, wellness, and longevity to its members and the community. We invite you to join Harbor Isles, where they feature top-of-the-line equipment, full-service personal training, and an array of group exercise classes. At halftime tonight, the Henley Lady Hornets leading the Phoenix Pirates 52-24. Let's go ahead and run down the leading scorers for you tonight. We'll start with the team in front, of course, the Henley Hornets, led at halftime by Michaela Schroeder with 13 points. Senya Campos has scored 11. Lily Fassell added 7. 6 for Kennedy Modine. 5 for Shoshani Pappas. 3 each for J.C. Ladner and Preston Shade. You're scoring in the first half for Henley. For Phoenix, they are led by Zephyriah Noxon. She's got 8. 6 for Liliana Quintero. 5 for Paisley Crenshaw. 4 for Carson Sousa. And 1 for Jasmine Van Hook. You're scoring right now for the Phoenix Pirates. For Henley tonight, it's just been business as usual. A Skyline Conference team hasn't played them particularly close yet this season, and it seems as though their first trip to Phoenix High School this year is going to be dealt the same fate. Henley started the first quarter, maybe the first 3-4 minutes, a little bit slow. Took them a while to get the lead, but once they claimed their first lead at 6-4, they haven't looked back. And again, here at halftime, up 52-24. We're going to step aside here real briefly on our Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show. When we come back, we'll zoom out, take a look around the state, tell you what else is happening back home in the Klamath Basin, tell you what else is happening up at Oregon Tech and around the state. That's all coming up next as we continue the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show on mybasin.com.
There's something special about this place. It's more than the quiet mornings and the open skies. It's more than the scenery. It's the people. Around here, people still wave when you pass by. They check in when something's wrong. They show up when it matters. At Sage Credit Union, we're proud to live and work in a region that believes in each other. A place where neighbors lend a hand, small businesses thrive, and generosity runs deep. We believe that being part of a community means giving back to it, not just with dollars, but with time, effort, and heart. That's why our employees earn paid volunteer time. That's why you'll see us at food drives, fundraisers, and the local fair. We show up for our community. This isn't just where we work. This is where we live, where we give, and where we grow. Right here, in the coffee shop, at the fundraiser, and in our local branch. At Sage Credit Union, we've found our people. We'll see you around town.
(52-24) our halftime score tonight at Phoenix High School. My name is Josh Eldridge. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. You can see on the floor right now, Henley and Phoenix boys warming up. That game's still yet to come tonight. 7:30 tip-off on 104.3 960 Sports and right here on mybasin.com. Lots of basketball happening around the Klamath Basin tonight. Of course, Klamath Union visiting Phoenix tonight. That's the other Skyline Conference game. In our smaller schools, Lost River, they are visiting Bonanza tonight. The Antlers and the Raiders, always fun when they get together. Cross Point Christian, they are at home tonight against North Lake. And Chiloquin is on the road against Prospect Charter tonight. The Oregon Tech Lady Owls also in action. Partway through the fourth quarter there, 7.5 remaining. The Lady Owls out in front of Warner Pacific, 81-40. They're on a 7-0 run to start the fourth quarter. A game which is looking like it's going to go the way of the Lady Owl. The men's game starts at 7:30 tonight over on 92.5 KLAD if you want to tune into some Tech basketball. One other game that we're watching tonight in the state of Oregon in the 4A classification is Marist against Seaside. This is a matchup between number 1, the Seagulls, and number 4, the Spartans. That could really dictate how the seeding shakes out as we get closer to the state playoffs and the state tournament, which is a month away. And right now, about under 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Last we heard, Seaside was up 48-34. That was about 2 minutes ago we heard that, and might have changed by now. But Seaside, number 1 team in the state, leading Marist in the fourth quarter. And right now, Henley is the 5 seed. If Marist winds up dropping that game, there's a a future where Henley slides in to that number 4 spot heading into the state tournament. Not a bad place to be. And, of course, a win tonight outright clinches you the Skyline Conference. And so you would get a home playoff game as well instead of maybe having to travel on the road if you don't win the conference. Although Henley with the win tonight, they would have a conference title. They would get that home court advantage. That's what they're playing for this evening. 52-24 our score at halftime. One more break on the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show. And when we come back, we'll see if the Hornets can clinch that home court advantage in their round of 16 matchup, as well as their 4th consecutive Skyline Conference title. That's all coming up as we continue your coverage tonight from Phoenix, Oregon on mybasin.com.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi. When you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home, I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Welcome back to Phoenix High School as we get ready to start the 3rd quarter of play tonight. The Henley Lady Hornets leading the Phoenix Pirates 52-24. My name is Josh Eldridge. Thanks for being along with us this evening. 5 on the floor for Henley to start the second half. It's the same 5 that started the game. Kennedy Modine, Senya Campos, Preston Shade, Michaela Schroeder, and Lily Fassell. Same for Phoenix. It's going to be Paisley Crenshaw, Liliana Quintero, Carson Sousa, Zephariah Noxon, and Jasmine Van Hook. Phoenix will start with the basketball. And got 8 minutes on the clock, 35 on the shot clock. We are ready to go. Inbound pass goes to Carson Sousa, and the Pirates take it from left to right. Sousa gives it up to Noxon, head of the key. She's the leading scorer for the Pirates through the first half with 8 points. Gives it up to Sousa. Handoff pass to Crenshaw. Crenshaw driving the baseline, loses it on her way in. It goes out of bounds, but the Pirates keep it. Crenshaw going to inbound. Looking into Quintero. Quintero then throws it on the wing to Crenshaw. Crenshaw lofting it high to Sousa. Sousa bringing it right. Trying to drive in, kicks it outside to Crenshaw for 3. It's not going to connect. Phoenix does get their own miss, though. Here's Crenshaw with it. Top of the key. Here's Sousa trying to give it into Noxon, but the pass taken away by Schroeder. Henley coming the other way now. Pass into Fassell. She scores 2. 9 points for her. Henley strikes first here in the third quarter, 54-24. And ahead is Sousa. Sousa has it now between the circles, trying to drive the right side. Nearly a turnover. Want to give you a score update while we have it. In the third quarter, Klamath Union leading Mazama girls basketball 18-16. Remember, if Klamath Union is able to defeat Mazama tonight, that would also help Henley clinch their conference title outright tonight. A miss for Phoenix on their end. Henley gives it up to Preston Shade into the front court. Pass goes down low to Senya Campos, who is blocked down low by Van Hook. Pass coming the other way here for Phoenix. Sousa with it. Gives it up to Quintero. She dribbles around, head of the key, pulls into a triple, leaves it short. And it's an air ball, goes out of bounds. Henley will take over. Pass into the front court for Henley. Senya Campos drives baseline inside. She is stood up. Gets her own rebound, though, and connects for two. Campos now with 13 points in the ball game. Sousa has it now, top of the key. Gives it up to Crenshaw. Crenshaw driving the right side. Is able to find Noxon. Noxon now to the hands of Quintero. Rifles the pass to Sousa on the wing. Sousa now to the hands of Quintero. She triggers another three, not able to hit once more. The rebound falls to Van Hook. Her putback is there. Her first made field goal tonight. Give her 3 points for the contest, and it is a 30-point contest, 56-26. Facel in the paint. Strong move to the cup, but she's too strong on the shot. Who's there for the putback? Michaela Schroeder. Man, just feel like a broken record sometimes calling those Schroeder rebound putbacks. You run out of ways to say the same thing 10 times in a single game. She's just so dominant on the glass. Quintero dribbles inside, gives it up. Pass goes across court, intended for Sousa. Poked free by Shade. She tipped it off of Sousa, and it's going to stay Phoenix basketball. I think the official may miss that one. Either way, here we go. Inbound pass goes to Sousa. Driving head of the key. Picks it up. Pass goes to Quintero. She slipped right by her defender for two. Pass coming the other way for Henley. They try to get it into Schroeder. It's going to be picked up by Brooklyn Conrad, new to the game for Henley, and it's going to go out. Last touched by the Pirates. 5 on the floor for Henley. Saw a couple substitutions sneak in there without me seeing them. It's going to be Brooklyn Conrad, J.C. Ladner, and also Gretchen Sheen checked into the game here for Henley. Here's Quintero, throws the pass in the near corner to Sousa. Bounce pass underneath to Noxon. She puts it in for two. 10 points for her tonight. 58-30. Preston Shade into the front court for Henley, throwing it to Sheen in the corner. Sheen one step inside the arc, pulls from the mid-range, rattles around and drops. For Gretchen Sheen, she's got 6 points tonight. Back out to a 30-point lead for Henley, 60-30. Sousa gives it to Quintero. They tried that same play where she cuts past her defender, but this time Conrad met her in the paint. They give it outside to Sousa. She dribbles into a double team. On the outside now to Quintero. Guarded there by Sheen. Gives it back outside to Sousa. Now in the corner to Quintero. Back to Sousa. 10 to shoot for Phoenix. They hand it off to Crenshaw. She hasn't been afraid to shoot it tonight. Instead, they give it to Quintero. She pulls from downtown. Not going to get it. Schroeder pulls in the rebound. They give it ahead to Gretchen Sheen. Sheen to Shade. Down to Ladner on the left block. Ladner goes back outside to Shade. Steps to her left. Bounces it back down to Ladner. Screen and go, and Ladner scores. 5 points for JC tonight. Henley out in front, 62-30. Just over halfway gone here in the third quarter. Pass comes on the near side to Carson Sousa. She dribbles left, has her pocket picked by Shade, left her in the dust. Shade all alone for two. 5 points tonight for Preston. Henley out in front by 34 points. I thought I had that there. 64-30 the score. 3 minutes to go in the third. All right, Quintero with it. Guarded by Conrad beyond the arc. Steps back beyond the arc. Tries a three off the window. No. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Hornets basketball off the leg of Jasmine Van Hook. Shoshani Pappas checking into the game. She'll replace Preston Shade. And it will be Sheen to inbound to Pappas. Shoshani, left-handed dribble, gives it up to Ladner. Ladner to Sheen, back to Ladner. She jab steps right, trying to give it up to Conrad on the block. A beautiful pass to Sheen in the right spot at exactly the right time. Gretchen Sheen has got it. 8 points for her tonight, 66-30. Kennedy Modine, pardon me, that was number one for Phoenix. Leilani Quintero, got my rosters mixed up there. Here's Sousa trying to drive the right side. She's fouled by Pappas. It's on the floor, and it will be a side out for the Pirates. Gretchen Sheen, 8 points tonight. Again, she's not going to be the one who scores 25 for you every night. She's not that kind of player, at least not yet, but her timing is there, and she's shown it off tonight. Paisley Crenshaw backs out beyond the arc, trying to drive the baseline, steps back, picks up the dribble, heaves the pass across the court. Sheen pokes it free, comes away with the steal. Again, the timing, 1-on-2 in the fast break. She's fouled, she'll shoot a pair. Sheen, again, talk about her. She was actually in the starting lineup on Wednesday against Crater. They had replaced Senya Campos with Sheen, and she was tasked with guarding Taylor Young. And for those who don't know, Taylor Young has committed to play basketball at Oregon State University next season. She wound up scoring 38 points against Henley, but in the first half when Sheen was primarily guarding her, held her to just 15. Which seems like a lot, but when you're talking about a sophomore guarding a D1 basketball player, that's not too bad. Shot from Phoenix misses long. Our score 67-30. And nearly another takeaway by Sheen. This time it's tipped into the backcourt. Quintero's able to pick it up. Has it along the right side. Quintero driving baseline. Gets by Sheen, but her shot no good. The rebound is wrestled away. It's actually a held ball. Possession is going to once again favor the Hornets. Good work by Gretchen to get tied up with Zephyriah Noxon. Pappas into the front court, lofts it to Ladner from the left side. Ladner too strong on the shot. Tracks down her own miss, goes back up, no, and this time the rebound is tipped out by Phoenix. And it'll be Henley basketball on the baseline. Brooklyn Conrad to inbound. 1 minute, 15 seconds to go in the third. Inbound pass goes to Ladner. Dribbles right, gives it out to Sheen at the free throw line. Triggers there, no. The rebound won by Pappas. Kicks it to Schroeder in close. It rolls off the rim, no good. Ladner saves the board. Tries to get it to Conrad, but Phoenix takes it away. Only for Conrad to steal it right back and score two. Boy, Henley is just relentless. And a steal on the other side. It's Brooklyn Conrad who does it right away. Pass to Ladner, saved by Pappas, but it's a turnover ultimately. Pass goes ahead to Sousa. She's not in a position to score. She drives inside, kicks it outside to Crenshaw for three. It hits front iron, no good, and the rebound pulled in by Pappas. Pappas ahead to Conrad, off the glass, too strong. Sheen, the putback, no. A third chance for Gretchen, no. How about the fourth chance for Schroeder? Another missed bucket. Fifth chance for Henley. Schroeder scores. 71-30, 15 seconds to go in the third. Driving inside is Quintero, gets to the baseline, kicks it out to Crenshaw on the left side. She's liked to shoot from there tonight. Carson Sousa gets inside against Schroeder, going to have pushed off her. Schroeder tried to set her feet, but did push off with the arms. And so there's your foul, and it'll be Crenshaw to inbound on the baseline with 1.7 seconds left to go in the third. Phoenix is going to have to get a quick shot here. Have almost no time. Inbound pass quickly poked out of bounds, 0.7 of a second. Phoenix keeps it. They do technically have enough time for a quick shot. 0.4 of a second is the rule. Crenshaw with 0.7 of a second looking to inbound. Getting it to Sousa. No one's going to touch it. It goes out of bounds. Henley will take it. And so maybe Henley can get off a half-court shot or more. Ladner's going to inbound to Pappas. Pappas bobbles it at half court. That will do it. As Sousa got in her way of shooting that one, and that ends the third quarter. 71-30. Henley in front. Back with fourth quarter action next on mybasin.com.
At Gino's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Gino's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Gino's on East Main, simply good food.
(71-30) as we start the fourth quarter of play tonight. Henley in front. Will have a running clock to start this fourth quarter, meaning that the clock will only stop for timeouts and for free throws. Quintero has it, gives it up head of the key to Foster, new to the game. Back to Quintero on the wing. Quintero dribbles it back out beyond the arc, gives it to Crenshaw in the corner. Down underneath to Noxon. She's got 3 Hornets around her. They kick it out to Quintero, then to Sousa. 13 to shoot for Phoenix. Sousa drives in, blocked by Facel, who then touches it as she's standing out of bounds. By the way, I want to offer congratulations to Lily Facel back on Wednesday night. In the game against Crater, Lily had scored her 1,000th point as a Henley Hornet. Had a pretty cool basketball assessed to her, signed by the team. Had some cool artwork on it. All that great stuff. So congratulations to her. Facel, of course, a senior this season. But what do we got? 9 seconds on the shot clock for Phoenix. Thought they might have fully reset it, but instead they're going to say Facel just touched out of bounds. She didn't actually control it. Then Facel tips the inbound pass. It finds its way to Phoenix. Noxon kicks the pass to Sousa on the right side. 2 seconds to shoot. Sousa's going to run out of time. There was only 9 seconds on the shot clock. I don't think Phoenix was fully aware, and it'll be a shot clock violation, and the Hornets will take it over. Shade going to take the inbound pass, operating into the front court here for Henley. Throws it over to Kennedy Modine. Modine down to Shade at the baseline, rolls it outside to Facel. She triggers a 3. It's not going to go. Schroeder with the rebound, outside to Shade. Now in the hands of Modine. Down to Schroeder. Trying to go to work in close. Schroeder off the glass for 2. 73-30. Henley in front, 6.5 to go. Liliana Quintero throws it to Sousa on the wing. It's poked free by Henley. I think Coach Glein's trying to make a case that Campos had fouled her, but no whistle. Nearly a full shift change here for Henley. Facel's the only one to stay in the game. She's out there now with Conrad, Ladner, Sheen, and Pappas. Crenshaw looking to inbound for Phoenix. Lofts it tall to Foster. Then she gives it up to Sousa. Whips it on the wing. Then down underneath to Noxon. And a foul on the floor will be called against Henley. Going to charge the foul to J.C. Ladner. That's her second. Crenshaw to inbound. Throws it into no man's land. It's taken away by Shoshani Pappas. Rifles the pass to Ladner in transition for 2. Ladner now with 7 points in the contest. Her team leads 75-30. 5:20 to go. Quintero with it. Along the right wing, guarded by Gretchen Sheen. Quintero driving in. Tries to go to work against Sheen, but the shot no good. The rebound falls to Conrad. Conrad ahead to Ladner. She's not ready for the pass. The loose ball picked up by Phoenix. Bounce pass ahead to Quintero. She leaves the lay-in short. Rebound, it's a tie-up underneath the bucket. And possession is going to once again favor Henley. Phoenix, of course, started this quarter with the basketball. And so Henley gets that first favorable possession arrow. Facel has it on the baseline, tries to get it to Ladner. Pass poked away by Foster. Now to the hands of Sousa. Driving in, Sousa loses it, and Pappas picks up the ball. Ahead to Ladner. Ladner driving into the middle of the floor. Skip pass to Conrad in close. No dice. Conrad gets her own rebound. Throws it outside to Fussell. Dribbles to the right block. Fussell from the mid-range. No. Pappas goes back up for it and has it poked out of her hands by a Phoenix player. It'll be Henley basketball. And again, ball goes out of bounds, but the clock continues to run in this scenario. 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Ladner takes the inbound pass in the corner for three. No. Conrad, the board, reverse layup. You bet. 77-30, Phoenix operating in front. Liliana Quintero lofting it to Carson Sousa. Sousa with her right hand, driving in, tries to get the pass into Noxon, taken away by Pappas. Pushes it ahead for Henley, pass taken away by Quintero, but she can't quite corral it. It goes out of bounds. Henley keeps it. Fussell to inbound. Inbounds it to Pappas. Well beyond the arc, right side. Pappas drives in, pulls up the dribble, throws it to Ladner. Ladner bouncing it to Fussell. Head fakes a three, then drives to the elbow again. Her shot off the mark. The long rebound is chased down by Phoenix, only for it to go out after it was touched by Quintero. Conrad will inbound in front of the scorer's table. Gets it to Sheen. Sheen, bounce pass to Ladner, high off the window, no, and Noxon pulls down the miss. Lofting it ahead to Sousa. Sousa just went over and back, they're not going to call it. Pass comes to Quintero near side. Quintero has it along the right side and then loses it to Sheen. Sheen one-on-one in the fast break, blocked by Sousa. Nice recovery there by Carson Sousa, the junior from Phoenix. As the ball goes out of bounds, four new players in for the Hornets. Peyton Modine, along with Molly Brown, Natalie Robles, and also Sam Cunningham, and the shot is good. Molly Brown with the two there for Henley. Score now 79-30. Paisley Crenshaw is going to have the steal. No, they're actually going to whistle Sam Cunningham for the... Oh, no. I guess I'm mistaken again. They whistle Crenshaw for the foul, trying to recover the loose ball. I thought they were going to whistle Cunningham for when she attempted the steal, but instead it was for when Crenshaw tried to get it back from her and pushed. So Henley keeps the ball here, 79-30. Sousa tried to take it away and actually winds up creating a turnover anyway as she poked the ball out, and then Conrad was the last to touch it as it actually went out of bounds. Minute 33 and counting, 79-30. Sousa, left side, gives it up to Crenshaw, dribbling in. Crenshaw gets by her defender, tries to use the glass, not able to get it to go. And the rebound falls to Sam Cunningham. Gives it ahead to Peyton Modine. Peyton throws it over to Conrad, drives baseline, great pass to Cunningham. She goes up, no whistle. Loose ball is picked up by Conrad. Throws the pass near side to Peyton Modine. Modine tried to get it to Conrad. It's taken away by Sousa. Sousa outnumbered in transition, but it doesn't matter. She's going to score anyway. First points of the second half for her. 79-32, under a minute to go in the ball game. Peyton Modine trying to get rid of the basketball. Finds Brown, back to Modine. She dribbles beyond the arc, now gets into the middle of the floor. Her shot denied at the cup by Foster. Phoenix the other way. Sousa again in transition. She scores. Sousa now with 8 points. 30 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Modine might have also just gone over and back. I don't think the officials are necessarily too concerned with it at this point. They give it up to Sam Cunningham. Now to Conrad. 17 seconds to go. The Hornets gonna dribble this one out, and along with it, they will, for the fourth consecutive season, be crowned Skyline Conference champions. It's been a great run for Henley these last 4 years, and as we await the result from Mazama High School, I'll check the score here real briefly before we head to our commercial. It is 30-29, Klamath Union in front late in the third quarter on that one. Actually, Mazama just took a lead on a made triple. That one's getting interesting. We'll tell you why we're talking about Mazama and KU in just a moment as Henley clinched the Skyline Conference championship. We'll break it down for you in just a moment on mybasin.com.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
79-34, our final score tonight from Phoenix, Oregon. The Henley Hornets are your Skyline Conference champions for the fourth consecutive season with this win tonight at Phoenix. Final scoring for you before we dive too far into what that means as conference champions. Michaela Schroeder pacing the group, 19 points for her tonight, 13 for Senya Campos, 9 each for Gretchen Sheen and Lily Pacell. 7 for J.C. Ladner, 6 for Kennedy Modine, 5 each for Preston Shade and Shoshani Pappas, 4 for Brooklyn Conrad, and 2 for Molly Brown. For Phoenix, they were led by Zephariah Noxon. She had 10, 8 each from Liliana Quintero and Carson Sousa, 5 for Paisley Crenshaw, and 3 for Jasmine Van Hook. Your scorers tonight in a 79-34 final. Like I said, Henley, your Skyline Conference champions. But do they have an outright conference championship? Not yet. No final score from Klamath Union and Mazama yet. Right now, though, in the third quarter, Mazama leading Klamath Union 34-31. And if Mazama is able to hold on to that win, they will stay within reach of a co-conference championship with Henley. But the Hornets' next time out is against those Vikings, where either way, they'll have a chance to clinch it outright on Tuesday, the 17th. That'll be our next Lady Hornets broadcast, but encourage you to stick around for more because the Henley boys are set to start in about 20 minutes. We'll be back with you on 104.3 and 960 Sports and mybasin.com in about 12 minutes. If you want to keep watching our video stream, you don't have to go anywhere. Just stick around. We'll have more Henley basketball coming at you in just a bit. But the Lady Hornets victorious 79-34. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Henley Basketball on 104.3 960 Sports and MyBasin.com. The Hornets back at it in Skyline Conference League play tonight on the road, visiting the Phoenix Pirates. Glad to be with you tonight. My name is Josh Eldridge, broadcasting for you tonight from inside the Pirate ship at the campus of Phoenix High School for tonight's Skyline Conference matchup. Henley entering with a 9-12 overall record this season. Phoenix has struggled at times. They are 1-18 to start the year, winless in Skyline Conference play, 0-8. Henley 3-5 in league play. One of their wins, of course, coming against these Phoenix Pirates. January 23rd marked their first Skyline Conference win of the year. It was a 67-36 decision in favor of Henley. The Hornets also off of a win their last time out, a momentous win against Klamath Union, where they defeated the Pelicans 55-52 back on Tuesday, looking to make it back-to-back conference wins and back-to-back wins this season for the first time since January 6th. We're going to continue our pregame show tonight. When we come back, we'll dive a little bit deeper into each of these two teams. We'll also introduce you to the starting lineups as we get ready for tip-off tonight between the Hornets and the Pirates on 104.3 960 Sports and MyBasin.com.
What are the best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan.
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
you know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
There's something special about this place. It's more than the quiet mornings and the open skies. It's more than the scenery. It's the people. Around here, people still wave when you pass by. They check in when something's wrong. They show up when it matters. At Sage Credit Union, we're proud to live and work in a region that believes in each other. A place where neighbors lend a hand, small businesses thrive, and generosity runs deep. We believe that being part of a community means giving back to it, not just with dollars, but with time, effort, and heart. That's why our employees earn paid volunteer time. That's why you'll see us at food drives, fundraisers, and the local fair. We show up for our community. This isn't just where we work. This is where we live, where we give, and where we grow. Right here, in the coffee shop, at the fundraiser, and in our local branch. At Sage Credit Union, we've found our people. We'll see you around town.
Over the last year, you've heard and seen the advertisement for God's Gifts 2, a local photographer who travels to high school sporting events and takes individual and team action photos at a great price. Something you may not know, though, is that the money from God's Gifts Photography supports 6 children in Kenya who Annalisa has met on mission trips. If you'd like to capture your athlete in action and help support these kids, call 541-281-2206. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook.
Back along with you tonight, Josh Eldridge from Phoenix High School, the site of tonight's Henley Hornets basketball matchup. If you missed it earlier, by the way, Henley Lady Hornets victorious 74-34. A couple other games we're keeping tabs on tonight. The Klamath Union Pelicans and the Mazama Lady Vikings still battling it out at Valhalla Court tonight. Looks like the Vikings have pulled out in front. 41-37 the score there. Of course, Klamath Union is able to find a way to come back and knock off the Vikings. That would mean the Hornets, Lady Hornets, clinched their outright Skyline Conference championship for the second consecutive season, 4th overall year as league champs. They've already clinched at least a share with their win against Phoenix tonight. For the Hornets, as we take a look at the Skyline Conference standings, they are eliminated from winning the conference, although still an outside chance at cracking the playoff picture. A lot of things have to line up, though, for it to happen. Hidden Valley leading the pack right now. They are 9-0 in league play and have already clinched one of the 2 playoff spots coming out of the Skyline Conference. Klamath Union 5-3, Mazama 3-4, Henley 3-5, Phoenix 0-8. So Henley's path to the playoffs includes winning out, Klamath Union losing out, and Mazama only winning their games against Klamath Union. If all of those things happen, then Henley would slide into the second spot in the Skyline Conference to make the postseason. But again, any other scenario where if two of those three things happen, it doesn't work for Henley. They can control what they can control by winning tonight and trying to win out. But unless Klamath Union loses out and Mazama only beats the Pels the two more times they play them, including tonight, Henley would be eliminated from postseason contention. Still plenty to play for tonight. Your season's still alive entering play on the road here tonight. And a team that you've already beat once this season, again, take you back to, it was January 23rd. A 67-36 win for Henley over Phoenix marked their first Skyline Conference win. It had broken a 3-game losing streak. They've been playing good basketball as of late. I mean, just look at their last 3 games. They're 2-1 in their last 3 games. A win against Mazama, 59-38 there. A 1-point loss to Hidden Valley, 54-53. A couple of late mental mistakes cost Henley in that game. You circle that one, you look back on it, and you say, gosh, we should have had that one. It would have been that game a week ago, 54-53 against Hidden Valley. But Henley didn't let it bother him too bad. They came back on Tuesday and defeated KU 55-52. For Phoenix, they are still searching for their first league win. Their only win of the season came against 3A North Valley back on December 19th at the Christmas Classic at Cascade Christian School, 46-32 there. Their last games, though, against Klamath Union, Mazama at Hidden Valley. Phoenix is scoring more points their second time around through league. You look at what they did in the opener against Hidden Valley, 74-16. Well, they just played Hidden Valley back on Tuesday and lost 54-41, so that's a pretty sizable turnaround. I mean, you still come away with the loss, but the Pirates are playing better, and you come to expect that when you find out who their head coach is, Mr. Dennis Murphy, who is, at this current juncture, the 7th winningest head coach in Oregon history. A win tonight would put him even with Nick Robertson at 699 career wins. Dennis Murphy coached, obviously, for almost 30 years at South Medford High School, 29 seasons. Amassed over 500 wins there from 1988 to 2016. Took a 10-year hiatus and is now back here at Phoenix High School, a multi-time state championship winner. This man knows how to build a program, folks, and he's trying to do it here at Phoenix. It takes time. Even though they're not collecting a lot of wins, they are collecting experience, and they're improving throughout the year. I think a lot of the same things could be said about Henley a season ago in Coach Brian Stock's first season. Coming to this year with some expectations. It hasn't exactly panned out for Henley, but they're competing hard each and every night in the Skyline Conference, and that's exactly what you want. Entering play tonight with a 3-5 record, 0-8 for Phoenix. Looks like we are about, let's see, what do we got here? I think the Phoenix, I think we're announcing the Phoenix cheer team competing at the 4A state championships. And we're about to be introduced to our starting lineups, I believe, tonight here at Phoenix High School. Here we go. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the starting 5. First for the Henley Hornets tonight, a junior, number 4, Corbin Hamilton. A senior, number 10, Reese Schmierbach. A junior, number 14, Micah Ibarra. Number 20, a junior, Carson Sims. And a freshman, number 44, Brody Fullerton. The Hornets are coached by Brian Stock. He's assisted by Dylan Woodrum and Luke Hammond. Hornets tonight in their yellow uniforms with Henley written across the chest in white. And now the starting lineup for the home team tonight, the Phoenix Pirates. Done up here at home. All right. Starting a freshman, standing 6'2", number 24, David Flood. A 6'6" junior wearing the number 21, Isaiah Governor. A 6'2" junior wearing the number 20, Angel Nunez. A senior standing 6 foot tall wearing the number 11, Ethan Dobbins. And finally, a senior standing 6 foot tall wearing the number 2, it's Chris Phillips. Pirates, as we discussed, coached by Dennis Murphy. He's assisted by Kirk Daly and Mike Vanderhoff. We are ready for basketball tonight at Phoenix High School. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Ahead of the broadcast, I want to also recognize our officials tonight from the Rogue Valley Basketball Officials Association. If you want to become an athletic official, it's real easy, and we need you now more than ever. Visit osaa.org/officials for more information on how you can get started. Brody Fullerton, the freshman, in the lineup tonight. Rafa Pena also in uniform tonight. We see the freshman get some action out there. And here we go. Isaiah Governor, Brody Fullerton in the circle to start this one. The fight song played at Phoenix High School, and we are ready to go. Just about. Schmierbach and Ibarra swapping places on the starting lineup. Let's do it. Fullerton and Governor in the middle. And the opening tip is won by Phoenix. They will go from right to left. Top of the key, here's Angel Nunez. Tries to drive in against Corbin Hamilton, but he leaves the lay-in short. Now the Hornets come the other way. Corbin rifles it ahead to Schmierbach. Schmierbach gives it up on the left side to Ibarra. Now to the hands of Sims right side. Here's Hamilton in the near corner. Hamilton takes a screen going left, then gives it up to Schmierbach. Hamilton has it back straight away, guarded there by Nunez. Now to the hands of Schmierbach, top of the key. Schmierbach driving the right lane. He is going to get pushed. A non-shooting foul will be called against Chris Phillips, and so Henley will inbound on the baseline. 30 seconds gone in the first quarter, still scoreless. Ibarra to inbound for Henley. Tries to get the pass quickly to Hamilton, off the window and in. Corbin helps Henley strike first in this one, out to a 2-0 lead. Into the front court now for Phoenix is Nunez. They are going to give it back to Phillips. And now ahead to Governor. Governor has it top of the key, right side. It's going to be a handoff to Dobbins. Back head of the key to Phillips. Phillips guarded by Ibarra. Trying to operate to his right. He's going to give it back up to Dobbins. Back to Phillips. Phillips then kicks the pass near side to David Flood. He's got some height on him. Stands 6'2". They bounce it underneath to Governor. He's 6'6". Trying to go to work against Hamilton. He's unable to score. The rebound is batted up and around into the hands of Brody Fullerton. Ibarra coming the other way for Henley. They give it up to Hamilton on the left wing. Tries to loft it to Fullerton on the right block. Then outside to Sims. Sims takes a Fullerton screen going left. Drives into the middle of the floor. Uses the glass but can't score. The rebound falls to David Flood. He gives it ahead to Chris Phillips. Phillips throws it in the near corner to Flood. He thought about a triple, then gives it to Dobbins, top of the key. Dobbins back to Flood, left side, now to the hands of Phillips. Triggers a deep one. It's too strong, and the rebound falls to Schmierbach. Reese pushing the pace here for Henley. Dribbles up top of the key. Now to the hands of Hamilton, right extended arc. Ibarra coming off a screen. Mishandles the pass, but he's still got it here between the circles. Throws it right to Sims. Left unguarded. A wing triple. Sims cashes in. Boy, that's a big one for Sims. He's been cold the last couple of nights here for Henley, but able to sink one there in the first quarter, giving his team a 5-0 lead. And a foul going the opposite way is going to earn some free throws for Phoenix. To the line goes Angel Nunez. Going to call Fullerton with the foul, and again, it will be Nunez to the line. Want to remind you tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com, brought to you in part by Sage Credit Union. They know that picking the right path can make the journey easier, the distance shorter, and can assure that you end up at the right place. Whether you're dreaming of owning a home or you just want a great checking account, Sage Credit Union can help you reach your goals. Nunez sinks them both, 5-2 our score. Henley in front, 2 minutes gone in the first quarter. Schmierbach in the front court. A light press from Phoenix. Schmierbach beats it, kicks it to Hamilton in the corner for three. Yes, sir. Hamilton with 5 points. Henley with an 8-2 advantage. 5:40 to go in the first quarter. Nunez trapped in the corner. Gives it up to Governor. Governor throws it to Dobbins in the corner. Down to Governor again. A little give and go leads to 2 for Phoenix. Isaiah Governor with his first points tonight. Fullerton has it down low, trying to body his way to the cup. Finds Hamilton cutting in. Hamilton's layup is no good, and Governor wins the rebound. Giving it ahead the other way to Chris Phillips. 4-point game. 3 minutes gone in the first period. Dobbins with it on the right side. Gives it up to Flood, head of the key. Now Phillips left side. Loses it for a moment, guarded by Schmierbach, but then gets it back. Here's Phillips, throws it over to Governor. Governor blocked by Fullerton from about 19 feet out. Great shot there, or great block there, I should say, by Brody. Talon Taylor, Kai Montag, and Kai Taylor into the game for Henley. 5 minutes to go in the first. Schmierbach has it now, left side, gives it up to Kai Montag, top of the key, now to the hands of Talon Taylor. 3 in the key, going against Henley. So I think that was going to be Kai Taylor who was whistled for that one. Either way, here we go. Henley looking to press, trying to trap at half court. They get the ball into the hands of Phillips. Phillips gives it up to Dobbins, back to Phillips. Has it there on the right side. Now back to Dobbins, guarded by Ibarra. Henley still pressuring man defense with Phillips giving it up to Flood, top of the key. Flood back to Phillips. He tries to take it right, switches to his left hand. Back up, top of the key to Flood for 3. No. The rebound is pulled in by Schmierbach. Really had to get up for that one. Schmierbach now into the front court, gives it up to Ibarra. Transition 3, he actually gives it up to Montag. Whips the pass to Schmierbach. Strong take inside. Reese is fouled. No shooting foul yet. That's only the second team foul for Phoenix. Nearly halfway gone in the first quarter. And Ibarra will inbound. Charge the foul to Ethan Dobbins. Ibarra inbounds to Montag. Now to the hands of Schmierbach, head of the key to Ibarra. Off a screen for 3. He got it. 11-4. 4:09 to go in the first. Phoenix into the front court. Dobbins collects the pass, then gives it up to Nunez. Phillips, right side, drives in against Ibarra. Picks up the dribble on the right block, then throws it back outside to Dobbins. Dobbins rifles it to Flood. Left wing 3 is true. 11-7, 3:49 to go in the first. Schmierbach has it front court, now to the hands of Ibarra. Gives it up to Kai Taylor. Taylor to Ibarra. Quick 3, yes! Micah Ibarra. 2 triples here in the first quarter, 14-7. 3.5 to go in the first quarter. Here's Chris Phillips, feeling pressure as he brings the ball up. They get it to Isaiah Governor. Back to Phillips. He thought about a deep one and then gives it up to David Flood on the far side. Back to Phillips, whip the pass around to Dobbins, left side. Down to Flood, in close. A good cut there by the tall David Flood for 2. He's got 5 points. That's the deficit right now for Phoenix. 14-9, 3:13 to go in the first. Kai Taylor has it now, head of the key, looking for anybody to give it to. He's going to dish it to Schmierbach on the left side. Schmierbach dribbles up to the arc, trying to drive with his right hand, gives it outside to Ibarra. Quick trigger 3, Micah! He is on fire here in the first quarter. When he finds a rhythm, he is a tough man to stop. 17-9 for the Hornets. 2:51 to go in the first. Isaiah Governor has it left block to Phillips. No look pass to Flood. In the corner for 3. Rattles in and out. Kai Montag pulls in the rebound. Throws the pass ahead to Schmierbach. Schmierbach down low to Kai Taylor. Poked free by Governor. It'll stay Henley basketball. Hamilton and Sims in for Taylor and Schmierbach. Micah to inbound. Gets it quickly to Kai Taylor. Strong finish around the rim for Kai Taylor. 2 more points for Henley. 19-9 the score. Nunez has it. Gets to the right block, tries to body his way in against Kai Taylor, gives it outside to Phillips, another pass to Flood in the corner, tried to get it to Luca Patron, then back outside to Phillips for a deep 3, it's wide right, and the rebound falls to Hamilton. Lofting it ahead to Ibarra in the corner to Sims on the right wing, thought about a triple, and then he's going to give it up to Hamilton. Straight away, Corbin triggers a 3, no. The rebound picked up by Kai Taylor, back up strong, blocked by Nunez, and the rebound goes to Phoenix. Dobbins along the far side of the floor. Slows things down. Passes it to the left side to Phillips. He's unguarded for a triple. Back off the window, no. The rebound to Ibarra. Trying to get out in transition. Bounce pass to Sims. He leaves it short. And the rebound falls to Dobbins. Dobbins on the right side to Phillips again. Fakes the pass left, then drives right. An acrobatic shot is not going to fall. The rebound goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Hamilton on its way out. Brody Fullerton and Reese Schmierbach return to the game. Ibarra and Montag to the bench. 19-9, 1:32 to go in the first quarter. Henley in front against the Phoenix Pirates. Here tonight in Phoenix. Chris Phillips lofts it to Nunez, who takes a strong move to the rim but can't score. Sims with the rebound, lofts it ahead to Fullerton. It is going the other way. Fullerton couldn't quite bring that one in. A little bit tall for the freshman. Now the Pirates coming the other way, down by 10. Minute 20 to go in the first. Phillips brings it into the front court, throws it over to Dobbins, back to Phillips between the circles, now to the hands of Flood. Back to Phillips, right-handed dribble, dishes it underneath to Nunez, pushes in against Taylor and then turns it over. Schmierbach taking it away. Reese now into the front court for Henley. He is going to get bumped on the drive. And that'll be the third team foul for Phoenix. Dobbins second. And Kai Taylor getting set to come in. Kai Taylor being replaced by Kai Montag. He's back in. Eli Humble into the game for Phoenix. Isaiah Governor finds his way to the bench. Here's Corbin Hamilton receiving the inbound pass, gives it up to Montag. Montag, quick feed to Schmierbach on the wing. Schmierbach bounces it back to Montag, whips the pass to Sims on the right wing. Sims gets to the left elbow, backs back out beyond the arc, now to the hands of Fullerton. Here's Hamilton near side. Hamilton skips the pass to Montag, fights through a double team. He is not going to be able to hit the shot, has it taken away by Chris Phillips. He brings it into the front court here for Phoenix, throws it over to Humble for three, back iron no, and the long rebound is tracked down by Fullerton. Gets a quick outlet pass to Sims, who takes it in with ease and scores. 5 points for Sims. Henley up 21-9, and then the Pirates turn it over. An errant inbound pass is going to give Henley back the basketball. Schmierbach to inbound for Henley. He'll do it in front of the scorer's table here. And he gets it to Hamilton, head of the key. Corbin still holding on to it, puts it on the deck, throws it to Sims in the corner, takes a Hamilton screen going left. Sims handling the ball on the right wing, takes a Montag screen, then gives it up to Schmierbach. Schmierbach on the left side, switches to a left-handed dribble. Now to his right hand to Fullerton straight away. 5 seconds to shoot for Henley. Shot clock is off in the first. Sims tries a deep one. He's not going to hit it. Hamilton, the putback. It hangs on the rim. It doesn't quite go. But Henley out in front big after one. 21-9. We'll be back with second quarter action next on 104.3, 960 Sports, and MyBasin.com.
Hey, I'm Jason with Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance. Thanks for joining us. Elevate started in 2020 as a dream. I wanted to open up a clinic of my own, really had a heart and a passion to treat athletes of all ages, and got the opportunity to do it. And wow, this is what's happened. One of the best parts of this job is that we get to work with all the student athletes on field, at their contests, at their games, all around the county. Specifically when you're working with dancers, right, we've got like particular ways of movement that we don't want to necessarily correct, because dancers have a very specific way of moving that's important for their athletic performance. At Elevate, we're here to get you moving and keep you moving, no matter if you're 8 or you're 80. Feel free to give us a call at 541-887-2030.
21-9 our score after 1 quarter of play tonight from Phoenix High School. The Hornets in front, 5 on the floor for them. Carson Sims, Brody Fullerton, Corbin Hamilton, Reese Schmierbach, and Micah Ibarra. For Phoenix, it is Luca Petrone along with James Andrus, Isaiah Governor, David Flood, and Chris Phillips. Hornets start with the basketball out of the break, and we are off and running. Sims gives it up to Schmierbach, left extended arc. Back to Sims in the corner, feeds Hamilton on the block. Hamilton, turnaround J, not going to fall, and the rebound falls to Petrone. Gives it up to Phillips. Leading scorer for Henley right now is Micah Ibarra, 9 points, all on made triples. Phillips maybe got away with a push-off. Instead, the pass goes down to Isaiah Governor on the right block. They try to get it to Petrone, and they do on the right extended arc. Petrone drives inside, kicks it to Phillips in the near corner. Phillips jab step left, drives right into the middle of the floor. His shot's no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. It will stay with Phoenix. And Pirates will get it. Phillips to inbound, lofts it, head of the key to Governor. Fullerton breaks up the pass. He was a defensive lineman in football, but he saw plenty of free safety play, I think. That was a good impression one right there for Brody, just sticking his hand in there, breaking up the passing lane and making a play. It's going to give Henley the basketball. Ibarra and Schmierbach in the backcourt. Ibarra will cross the timeline, has it on the left wing. Dribbles to the middle of the floor, tries to get it to Sims. Sims was blocked from his cutting lane. It was a good idea, but just wasn't there for him. It's a turnover. Will give Henley the basketball. 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, 21-9. Patron bringing the ball up front. Gives it up to Phillips on the right side, guarded there by Ibarra. Phillips trying to find some room around Micah. Gives it up to David Flood here on the near side wing. Flood now back to Phillips, right side. This time Schmierbach picks him up, rifles the pass to Patron underneath. He loses it. Sims takes it away. Sims now racing ahead for Henley. Has it on the right side. Takes the dribble between his legs, then hands it off to Hamilton on the right side. Hamilton throws the pass to Schmierbach straight away. Now to Ibarra. Jab step right. Goes left to the free throw line. Ibarra can't hit the mid-range, but the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touched by Governor. Dobbins will sub in for Phoenix. He will replace Chris Phillips. All right, Henley to inbound. Ibarra at the baseline. We've got a whistle. All right, they just had to make sure that Andrus was giving enough room on the baseline. He does have to give him some space. We'll also have Nunez check into the game. He will replace Luca Patron. Ibarra, quick inbound to Hamilton in the far corner. Hamilton was stepping on the line when he received the pass. Good eye by the official. Got to give him credit for that one. You don't always often look for that play, but the heel of Hamilton's foot were on the sidelines, and so they called him out, and here we go. Phoenix has the basketball. Dobbins racing ahead here for Phoenix. Boots the basketball. It's a turnover. Schmierbach in transition was looking for contact. Won't find it. Instead gives it up to Fullerton. Schmierbach now tries a three. In and out, and the rebound goes to Nunez. See what Schmierbach was trying to do there, looking for the contact and the foul, but it wound up costing Henley a bucket. Now into the front court. Here comes Andrus. Andrus is going to lose it. Sims, another steal. He's going to bring it up the floor for Henley. Gives it to Ibarra, pushes the pass down low to Fullerton. He can't handle it, and Nunez gets the ball back. Give it up to Phoenix. Here's Dobbins along the far side of the floor. 5:46 to go in the second quarter, 21-9. Still looking for our first score of the second quarter. Dobbins drives the right lane, up off the window. No, we won't find it there. Hamilton pulls in the miss. Ahead to Schmierbach, to Sims. Left-handed layup is in. That was a pretty finish for Carson. 23-9, 5:26 to go in the second quarter, and for Sims, he's got 7 points. Dobbins into the front court, nearly travels, gives it up to Flood, loses it, but he gets it back. Now to the hands of Dobbins, back to Flood, left wing, guarded there by Fullerton, back to Dobbins, jab step right, goes left, then backs back out beyond the arc. Now to the hands of Andrus. He's guarded there by Sims, going for the steal again, but instead the pass gets off to Isaiah Governor. Now 10 to shoot for Phoenix. Governor bothered by Hamilton. They're looking for anybody to get it to, trying to back Corbin down. He throws up a sky hook. It's not going to go. Rebound falls to Hamilton. To Ibarra, ahead to Sims. Sims turnaround from the right block. Not going to get it, and Governor pulls down the miss. Fullerton's going to foul him, trying to go for the rebound. Jeremiah Brunick checking into the game. Been a few games since we've seen Jerry out there. Good to see him out there on the floor. Not quite sure what, if anything, has been ailing him, but good to see him back out there. Saw him in the captain's meeting today. It's looking good. All right. Here comes Phoenix. The other way, Ethan Dobbins giving it up to Chris Phillips on the right side. Phillips with a right-handed dribble. Now to Dobbins straight away. Now to the hands to Wyatt Parent, new to the game for the Pirates. Isaiah Governor now on the right side, tries to find it in close to Parent. Parent pump fakes, gets Ibarra to jump, but is unable to finish the bucket in close. Hamilton pulls in the miss. To Schmierbach, to Brunick. On the baseline, Brunick gives it right back to Schmierbach. Now to Ibarra. Ibarra pump fakes a three, dribbles to the right elbow, and cashes in for two. 25-9, Henley in front. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Here's Ethan Dobbins, throwing it ahead to Wyatt Parent. Parent back to Dobbins. Back to Parent on the left side, guarded by Sims. Now over to Dobbins. Kicks the pass to Phillips. Picked up there on the right side by Ibarra. Back to Dobbins. He triggers a three from the left side. It's good. Ethan Dobbins, his first made triple, makes it 25-12. Henley still in front. Hamilton fires from 10. It won't go. And the rebound is going to fall to Angel Nunez. He's going to give it up to Chris Phillips into the front court. Phillips, then to Dobbins. Dobbins trying to create some space against Schmierbach. Gives it up against Phillips on the right side. Guarded there by Ibarra. Phillips jab steps with his left foot and then gives it up to Governor. One step inside the arc, left side to Nunez. A free throw line jumper won't go. The rebound is won by Corbin Hamilton. Here comes Henley. Carson Sims throws the pass ahead to Ibarra. Back to Hamilton on the left side. Hamilton going to hand it off to Schmierbach. Slows things down for Henley at half court. Rolls the pass to Brunick. Brunick at the baseline. Kicks it back outside to Ibarra for a corner three. It's in and out, and a foul is going to be called against Jeremiah Brunick. Timeout is called. We will take it. 25-12. 2:55 to go in the second quarter. Henley in front. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Hope you're having a nice Friday night so far. Thanks for choosing us as your Friday evening entertainment on mybasin.com. The Henley Hornets lead the Phoenix Pirates 25-12. 2:55 to go in the second quarter. The Pirates will start with the basketball. They inbound it to Chris Phillips. Rifles it ahead to Isaiah Governor. Governor back to Phillips. Right extended arc. Guarded there by Ibarra. Now to the hands of Dobbins, still on the right side. By the way, Talon Taylor and Kai Montag into the game here for Henley. Phillips has it on the right side. Dribbles with his left hand, guarded by Ibarra. Has some room at the free throw line, gives it back outside to Angel Nunez. Nunez at the free throw line, drives the right block, a strong take, leads to a bucket for Angel Nunez. He's got 4 points tonight, and his team trails 25-14. 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Here's Talon Taylor throwing it to Ibarra in the corner. Thought about a three, splits the defense, kicks it outside to Talon Taylor. He tries a triple, no dice. The rebound is kicked out to Ibarra, left alone for three. Ibarra, thank you very much. 28-14, 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Parent into the front court, tipped out by Parent. Good defense by Jeremiah Brunick. That made triple for Micah Ibarra, his fourth of this first half. 28-14, Schmierbach operating the left side, gives it outside to Brunick. Brunick now to the hands of Talon Taylor, head of the key, here's Ibarra. Ibarra taking a Brunick screen right and a foul. It's going to be a moving screen called against Brunick, I'm sure. Haven't got the official signal yet. There it is. So Brunick picks up the foul there. He will sub out Kai Taylor. Brunick in for a couple of minutes, picks up a couple of fouls, but quality minutes for the senior. Love watching him play a little ball out there. Here's Chris Phillips. Throws it to Ethan Dobbins. Back to Phillips between the circles. Tries to dribble right, backing down Ibarra, switches to the right lane, gets to the baseline, then picks up the dribble. Has to give it up to Parent. They give it right back to Phillips, this time beyond the arc for three. It rattles home. Chris Phillips finally gets one to drop. 28-17, Henley still in front. 1:15 to go in the second quarter. Micah Ibarra going to throw it to Talon Taylor. Taylor driving the right side. Thought about a turnaround jumper on the block. Tries to get it to Taylor. It's poked away, and it's picked up by Ethan Dobbins. Dobbins bothered by Ibarra into the front court. Dobbins races all the way in, kicks it to Phillips in the corner, but the pass was off the mark. It goes out of bounds, and Henley takes over possession with an 11-point lead and under a minute to go in the first quarter. In the first half, I should say. Ibarra Bringing it up here for Henley with Reese Schmierbach. Gives it up to Schmierbach on the right side. Takes a on-tag screen going left. Has it still beyond the arc. Now to the hands of Talon Taylor. He triggers a three. It finds bottoms for Talon Taylor. A triple. And Henley back out in front. 31-17. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wyatt Parent going to have to track down this pass. Has it in the backcourt. It is tipped out by Henley. And Pirates will keep it. They'll inbound in front of the scorer's table. 24 seconds on the shot clock, 30 on the game clock. All right. David Flood inbounds in the backcourt to Chris Phillips. Ibarra guarding him all the way out to the half-court stripe. Pass goes to Ethan Dobbins. Dobbins now to the hands of Phillips. Phillips guarded by Ibarra. Then Taylor switches on to him, and Ibarra comes away with a steal. Great trap there from Henley. Works to perfection. Talon Taylor, a transition three, won't go. Long rebound picked up by Phoenix. Phillips at the first half horn. He's not gonna make it. Henley carries a 31-17 lead to the halftime locker rooms. We'll be back with the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show after a 2-minute timeout on 104.3, 960 Sports, and mybasin.com.
Hey, I'm Jason with Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance. Thanks for joining us. Elevate started in 2020 as a dream. I wanted to open up a clinic of my own, really had a heart and a passion to treat athletes of all ages, and got the opportunity to do it. And wow, this is what's happened. One of the best parts of this job is that we get to work with all the student athletes on field, at their contests, at their games, all around the county. Specifically when you're working with dancers, right? We've got like particular ways of movement that we don't want to necessarily correct, because dancers have a very specific way of moving that's important for their athletic performance. At Elevate, we're here to get you moving and keep you moving, no matter if you're 8 or you're 80. Feel free to give us a call at 541-887-2030.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local community engaged.
Josh Eldridge back with you tonight here at Phoenix High School. Got a great presentation going on tonight by the Phoenix varsity winter guard team. For those of you listening on radio, certainly encourage you to watch this here on mybasin.com. I'll get rid of the scoreboard for you for those of you watching online. 31-17 our score. Want to run down the leading scorers for you just real briefly here for the Henley Hornets. Micah Ibarra leading the team with 14 points. Carson Sims has 7. Corbin Hamilton has 5. Talon Taylor with 3. And Kai Taylor has 2. For the Phoenix Pirates, they are led by David Flood. He's got 5 points. Angel Nunez has 4. 3 each for Chris Phillips and Ethan Dobbins, and 2 for Isaiah Governor. The key to this first half for Henley, I say it sometimes, basketball is complicated, sometimes it's real easy, and tonight it's real easy. Henley is knocking down the long-range shots. Micah Ibarra has 4 made triples. As a team, Henley has 7 made triples in the first half. They only have 4 two-point buckets. They've made 7 threes. And so really, you shoot the ball like that, you're going to have success. 31-17, our halftime score. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll zoom out. We'll take a look around the state of Oregon, tell you what's happening up at Oregon Tech, and what the postseason picture is looking at here 1 month away from the 4A state tournament. Details on all that and more coming up next as we continue the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show on 104.3, 960 Sports, and mybasin.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Halftime show continues tonight, brought to you by Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. Harbor Isles exists to provide a clean, multi-use facility for the advancement of health, wellness, and longevity to its members and the community. We invite you to join Harbor Isles, where they feature top-of-the-line equipment, full-service personal training, and an array of group exercise classes. Our score here at halftime, 31-27. Got a couple other games happening back home in the Klamath Basin tonight. Of course, Klamath Union is visiting Mazama tonight. Looks like the boys varsity contest there underway in the second quarter. Klamath Union leads Mazama 16-13. Don't have a score update on Bonanza. They host Lost River tonight. Cross Point Christian is at North Lake this evening, and Chiloquin also in action tonight. Want to check in up at Oregon Tech. The Hustlin' Owls are wrapping up the first half of play. 3 minutes, 17 seconds to go. The Hustlin' Owls in front of Warner Pacific, 39-15. The Tech women grabbed wins already earlier tonight. The men looking to make it a happy senior night up at Danny Miles Court. Mike Safford on the call there. You can tune on over to 92.5 KLAD for coverage of Hustlin' Owls basketball. Want to also give a shout next Friday, a week from today, at Chiloquin High School, the Mountain Valley League Conference Tournament. We'll be able to have coverage for you on that one right here on mybasin.com. Very excited to bring you coverage of that one on Friday night next week from Chiloquin High School. 31-17 our score at half. We're going to step aside one final time here at halftime, and when we come back, we're ready for third quarter action on 104.3, 960 Sports, and mybasin.com.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi. When you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been away forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home, I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Josh Eldridge back with you tonight on 104.3 960 Sports and MyBasin.com. Our continuing coverage of Henley basketball this season has brought us to Phoenix High School tonight as we get ready to start the third quarter in just about a minute. It is Henley 31, Phoenix 17. Thank you again for joining us. My name is Josh Eldridge. Henley led in the first half by Micah Ibarra in scoring 14 points for the junior. He was shooting it hot from three-point range. Henley as a whole team was, along with Micah's 4 made triples. Corbin has 1, Carson has 1, and Talon Taylor has 1. It's been an impressive shooting night for Henley. They built themselves out a nice lead. Is it comfortable yet? I don't know. A 14-point deficit never really felt comfortable for me. It's up to the Hornets to keep that foot on the gas pedal and put away the Pirates for the second time this season. Again, remember, they did play earlier in the year. It was on January 23rd. 67-36 was the score. Five on the floor for Henley to start this third quarter. Carson Sims, Reese Schmierbach, Micah Ibarra, Corbin Hamilton, and Brody Fullerton. For Phoenix, it is David Flood, Chris Phillips, Ethan Dobbins, Isaiah Governor, and Angel Nunez. Here we go. Phillips gives it up to Dobbins here on the right side. Dobbins to Nunez in the middle of the floor. Has some room in the paint. Decides to fade away from Corbin Hamilton, but is unable to hit the shot. Corbin gets the rebound, throws it ahead to Schmierbach. Schmierbach then back outside to Corbin, whips the pass to Ibarra. Sims, jab step left, drives right, a strong take, high off the glass, is unable to get it, and Governor pulls down the rebound. Pass comes the other way to Chris Phillips, rifles the pass in the corner to David Flood. He tries a three and cashes in, and just like that, Henley's lead down to 11. After that triple from David Flood gives him 8 points. Brody Fullerton the other way, tough cup. And a timeout is called by Coach Brian Stock. Quickly, 48 seconds into the third quarter. We've got time. Back after this on MyBasin.com.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
Continuing our action tonight in the third quarter, 33-20. Henley leads the Phoenix Pirates tonight. The Hornets will start with the basketball as well. Oh, Phoenix ball. Schmierbach thought it was Henley ball. I took his lead. And it'll be Phoenix basketball. Here we go. Inbound pass goes to Chris Phillips. Henley pressuring at half court already. It's what worked for him in that first half. Nunez is going to get fouled by Corbin Hamilton. Quick foul here in the third quarter, although I think Henley wants to set that aggressive defensive tone. And for Corbin, that's his first foul. So not a particularly bad foul to give, all things considered. And David Flood will inbound. He gets it to Chris Phillips in the backcourt. Phillips bothered by Schmierbach, well beyond the arc. Phillips picks it up, gives it up to Flood on the left side, back to Phillips. Phillips then throws it to Dobbins. Dobbins back to Phillips, head faked a deep three. Still 20 seconds to shoot for Phoenix. Dobbins gives it up to Governor, now back to Phillips, has it head of the key, now Dobbins. Phoenix working it around the arc. Here's Flood, top of the key. Now to the hands of Phillips. Phillips trying to get it into Governor. Governor had positioning on him on Fullerton, so Fullerton was forced to foul him on the floor to avoid an easy layup. Second team foul for Henley here quickly. Kai Taylor is going to check into the game. Brody Fullerton will sub out. That was his third foul. Here we go. Angel Nunez, head of the key, throws it over to Chris Phillips. Phillips now to Governor, left elbow jumper for Governor, tried to use the window but can't cash in. And the rebound is going to Corbin Hamilton. He's got it on the far side of the floor. Hamilton now along the right arc, gives it up to Kai Montag, left all alone in the paint, but he's unable to score. The rebound falls to Dobbins, throws the pass ahead to Phillips, has it on the right side. Phillips then backs out beyond the arc, now to the hands of Dobbins. Here's Nunez. Nunez, guarded by Hamilton, head of the key, tries to drive left, spins to his right, but loses it. Montag with the takeaway. Kai is going to give it up to Schmierbach, win over and back, was too early on that pass. And an unforced error for the Hornets is going to give Phoenix back the basketball. Sub in for Phoenix, it's going to be Theo Hodgson. No subs in for Henley after that stoppage. We're ready to go. Flood will inbound side out, far sideline. Gets it into Phillips. Schmierbach comes out to guard him in the backcourt, but Reese mostly there to pester him. They're going to have Dobbins set a screen, but Phillips denies it. Then he gives it up to Dobbins on the right side. Dobbins back to Phillips. Schmierbach still on him. Phillips then gives it up to Flood on the left side. 5:40 to go in the third. Phillips then throws it in the corner to Dobbins. Dobbins to Nunez, right elbow, puts it on the deck, spins around to his right. A tough shot, hangs on the rim. It doesn't go, and Schmierbach tracks down the long rebound. Racing ahead here for Henley. Schmierbach up to Ibarra. Thought about a three, takes a Montag screen going right. Rolls the pass to Kai Taylor on the right block, and then the ball's taken away by Dobbins. Dobbins the other way to David Flood. Has it in the far corner, now ahead to Dobbins. Here's Nunez, top of the key, now back to Dobbins, left side. That's where he's shaded, guarded by Ibarra. Here's Hodgson at the free throw line, throws it to Nunez in the near corner. Nunez not able to control the pass, and it goes out of bounds. Ibarra will inbound to Schmierbach. Reese ahead, throws it to Hamilton. Hamilton to Ibarra, back to Corbin Hamilton, head fakes a three, one step inside the arc, pulls from the mid-range, not able to get it. Rebound tipped up and around into the hands of Theo Hodgson. Pass it to the front court to David Flood. He's going to give it back outside to Dobbins. Dobbins left extended arc to Flood in the far corner, now back to Dobbins. Dobbins throws it to Phillips, now shaded right, back to Dobbins left. Down underneath to Nunez, poked away by Hamilton. It's going to go out of bounds. Phoenix will keep it, but active hands from Corbin denies an easy in-close bucket. Phillips will inbound for Phoenix. Tries to get it in close. Actually inbounds off the back of Schmierbach, gives it to himself, and he'll score. Chris Phillips with 5 points tonight, and the score is 33-22. A kickball violation is going to keep the basketball with Henley. I think we've got a Hornets timeout. 4:22 to go in the third quarter, 33-22. Oh, okay, no timeout. Coach Stock had stretched out his arms, giving a sign for a play. The official thought he meant full timeout. I think a lot of people did, but no timeout. We'll stick with you. 33-22. Quick inbound pass to Hamilton. Uses it off the glass and in for two. 35-20. And for Corbin, he's got 7 points. Henley pressuring. They get it ahead to Hodgson. He tries to get the pass down low to Flood, but there's too much on it. It goes out of bounds. And Henley will take it. 35-22. Halfway through the third quarter. Schmierbach with it. Goes ahead for Henley. Now to Montag. Now to Hamilton on the right side. Hamilton takes a step left, pops from the elbow, too strong on the shot. Kai Taylor gets the rebound. Outside to Micah Ibarra. Head fakes a three, then throws it to Schmierbach in the corner, all alone, you bet. He's got it. Schmierbach with his first 3 points tonight gives Henley a 38-22 lead. Pass comes to Dobbins on the right side. Dobbins rifles the pass to Phillips. Then in the corner to Flood. He thought about a three, then puts it on the deck. Gives it back out up top to Phillips. Phillips trying to create some room against Ibarra. Drives the left side. Turns around at the free throw line. A high arcing shot won't go. The rebound is picked up by Phoenix. The putback from Nunez no good. This time it's Kai Taylor who pulls in the rebound. Pass goes ahead to Ibarra. Back to Hamilton. A free throw line jumper for Corbin is too strong. And this time it is Hodgson who gets the rebound. Phillips ahead for Phoenix. Picks up the dribble, gives it up to David Flood. Left extended arc, guarded there by Kai Montag. Jeremiah Brunick set the check-in at the next stoppage. It looks like Carson Sims is down there too. Angel Nunez, a corner three, not going to work for Phoenix. Ibarra gets the rebound, throws the pass ahead to Hamilton, gets down to the right block, gives it back to Ibarra. The pass was too low. Ibarra had a good shot at three, but the pass was not great. Tries to drive in, and a foul is called, and it'll go against Phoenix. Ethan Dobbins. Sims and Brunick set to check in along with Isaiah Governor. This time we've got a timeout called by Henley. 38-22, 2:39 to go in the third. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
2:39 to go in the third quarter, and it's the Henley Hornets who lead 38-22. 5 on the floor for Henley. Ibarra, Taylor, Brunick, Montag, and Sims. For Phoenix, it's Dobbins, Governor, Nunez, Phillips, and Flood. Ibarra to inbound, quickly to Brunick, head fakes the shot, goes back up, fights through contact, no dice. Kai Taylor back up with the offensive rebound, no bucket for Henley. Chris Phillips coming the other way here for the Pirates. The Hornets in front by 16. Phillips throws it to Dobbins on the right extended arc. Now over to Phillips. Tries a triple. Phillips won't hit, and Ibarra with the rebound. Micah pushing the pace here for Henley. Throws it to Sims here on the near wing. Sims gives it back to Ibarra. A straightaway triple. He will hit. Rolls around the rim and finally drops through. Micah Ibarra, 17 points tonight. Here's Dobbins. Gives it up to Phillips. Now over to Nunez. Then in the corner to Flood. Flood back to Nunez. Head of the key to Phillips right side. Phillips gives it up to Flood, now left side. In the far corner to Dobbins. Dobbins now top of the key to Phillips. Head fake to three. Now drives inside. Backs it back out. Now to the hands of Dobbins, guarded there by Montag. Lofts it to Nunez. He is going to be fouled on the shot. Sims is going to commit the foul, and 2 free throws for Angel Nunez. Nunez is 2 for 2 at the line tonight. He's got 4 total points. His first free throw is no good. Talon Taylor checking into the game. He'll replace Kai Montag. Second free throw on the way for Nunez after missing the first. Second one's good. 41-23. Minute 36 to go in the third. Sims takes the inbound pass, tries to get it ahead to Talon Taylor. It's poked free by Phoenix, but it goes out of bounds. The Hornets keep it. Talon Taylor to inbound on the far sideline. He'll get it into Ibarra. Hornets now in the front court. Ibarra with it on the right side. Gives it up to Talon Taylor. Drives in on the right block. Outside to Ibarra. Takes a Brunick screen going left. Then picks up the dribble. Tried to feed Brunick underneath. Just a little bit too far wide left on that pass. And it's going to result in a turnover as the ball goes out of bounds. James Andrus back into the game here for Phoenix, wearing the number 12. Phillips gets the pass in close to David Flood. No one guarded him in low. Someone missed an assignment, and it results in 2 points here for Phoenix. Carson Sims tries to respond with a three. He's not going to get it. The score 41-25, a minute to go in the third quarter. Here's Phillips into the front court. Tries a three, not going to hit. Kai Taylor wrestles away the rebound from Isaiah Governor. In fact, they're going to call a jump ball, a held ball rather. Possession goes to Henley. (41-25), under a minute to go in the third. Kai Taylor to inbound, gets it to Montag, and here we go. Back to Taylor. Now to Talon Taylor on the right wing. To Sims in the corner. Dribbles it back out, now to Ibarra. Ibarra backs out to about half court. Dribbles up to the line. Thought about a three. Now to the hands of Talon Taylor. Drives to the free throw line. Still going inside. Taylor's fouled. Headed to the line for two. Talon Taylor going to be shooting a pair of free throws here. Tonight's broadcast on MyBasin.com brought to you in part by Geno's on East Main Street, serving up their famous breakfast burritos every single morning at 6:30. Those are served all day long, though, along with their other menu items like burgers, monthly specials, and Italian favorites. You can order online at ilovegenos.com or have it brought to you on DoorDash. First free throw from Talon Taylor was good, gives him 4 points for the ball game. His only made field goal thus far was a three-pointer he made in the first half. This one rattles in and out, but Brunick wrestles for the board, kicks it outside to Ibarra. Brunick threw his elbow out there. Can't really get away with any contact. Brunick is so strong. I mean, he just shoves guys around down there. It's tough for him to kind of hide that contact like some guys do. Nunez takes the inbound pass. Bringing it ahead here for Phoenix. Tries to get by Brunick by sliding it through the 5-hole, but instead the pass goes down to Governor. He's fouled and one. Foul's going to be on Carson Sims. By the way, that's the 5th Henley team foul, so Phoenix in the bonus. That's the second foul for Sims, and one free throw coming up for Isaiah Governor is no good. The rebound tipped up. Who's going to grab it? It's Phoenix. Chance of more points here for the Pirates on this possession. Angel Nunez not going to get after the pass. And Henley will have possession. Sims into the front court for Henley. Dribbling right, gives it up to Talon Taylor. Taylor to Ibarra off a screen. It's poked free by Chris Phillips. A scramble for the basketball is won by Phillips. Tries a deep three. It's good at the third quarter buzzer. Boy, that was a pretty shot. Got to give it up when it counts. Nice shot there by Chris Phillips. He's now got 8 points in the game. His team does trail 42-30. Back after this fourth quarter action on MyBasin.com.
There's something special about this place. It's more than the quiet mornings and the open skies. It's more than the scenery. It's the people. Around here, people still wave when you pass by. They check in when something's wrong. They show up when it matters. At Sage Credit Union, we're proud to live and work in a region that believes in each other. A place where neighbors lend a hand, small businesses thrive, and generosity runs deep. We believe that being part of a community means giving back to it, not just with dollars, but with time, effort, and heart. That's why our employees earn paid volunteer time. That's why you'll see us at food drives, fundraisers, and the local fair. We show up for our community. This isn't just where we work. This is where we live, where we give, and where we grow. Right here, in the coffee shop, at the fundraiser, and in our local branch. At Sage Credit Union, we've found our people. We'll see you around town.
(42-30) our score. The Henley Hornets lead the Phoenix Pirates as we get started in the fourth quarter. Schmierbach, Ibarra, Fullerton, Hamilton, and Sims on the floor for Henley. For Phoenix, it's Flood, Phillips, Dobbins, Nunez, and Governor. Phoenix starts with the basketball. Here's Phillips on the right wing. Cross-court throw to Flood. Flood thought he might have been stepping out, but then he gets the pass off to Dobbins. Dobbins trying to go to work against Schmierbach on the left elbow. Outside to Phillips, who knocked down a triple to end the third quarter. Phillips throws it in the corner with 8 seconds to Flood. Flood now with 6 to Phillips with 5. Phillips driving to the right with 3. Schmierbach pokes it free with 2, with 1. He's fouled. Schmierbach is going to have committed a foul at the buzzer. He clearly disagrees with it, but he doesn't say much, which, again, is an improvement for Reese. Able to bite the tongue there. The best choice. Allow Phillips to shoot his free throws. First free throw is good. Schmierbach does ask for a little clarification from the official, who offers one up. I think they're trying to say Schmierbach must have got him under his arm. Not exactly sure. Regardless, another sub coming in for Phoenix. Luca Petrone will replace Angel Nunes. 7:24 to go in the ball game. This could make it a 10-point game. A make here at the line for Chris Phillips. Henley's got to stay aggressive. Close out this one. Free throw from Phillips. Good. 10-point game, 42-32. 7.5 to go. Phoenix pressing. Ibarra throws it ahead to Fullerton. To Sims. Sims gives it up to Ibarra. Drives in the middle of the floor. Right-handed floater for Ibarra. No good. Ibarra tried to bat the rebound to somebody in the corner, but nobody was there. And so this will give Phoenix the basketball. Luca Petrone to inbound here for the Pirates. Inbound pass goes to Chris Phillips. Jogging across the timeline here for the Pirates. He's met half court by Schmierbach. Reese guarded him tough on that last possession. Phillips now between the circles, gives it up to David Flood. Flood bounces it to Governor beyond the arc. Has it top of the key, trying to loft it to Petrone, but it's taken away by Schmierbach. Reese ahead for Henley. Drives in the middle of the floor. No look pass to Fullerton. Fullerton through contact scores. No whistle, but Brody will take the 2 points. 4 for the ball game, and he puts his team back out in front by 12. Eli Humble had it for a moment. They give it up to Phillips. Now to Flood in the near corner. Down low to Governor. It was poked free, but Governor is the last one to touch it as it goes out. Nunes back into the game. Ethan Dobbins back into the game for the Pirates. Petrone and I think it was Andrus to the bench. Here we go. Henley inbound. Sims throws it to Hamilton. Skips the pass to Schmierbach. Extra pass to Fullerton, who scores. Beautiful passing from Henley. And a timeout is called. 46-32. 6:15 to go in the period. Back with more after this on mybasin.com.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local community engaged.
$6:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Henley leading 46-32. Skyline Conference rematch. Henley won the first of 3 meetings this season. These teams will meet again to close the year. It'll be the final regular season game for both teams on February 27th. It's a Friday night, 2 weeks from tonight. Phoenix, then Mazama on Tuesday. Henley doesn't play next Friday. They'll play at Hidden Valley on Tuesday the 24th. And again, closing the season against Phoenix on the 27th, trying to get as many of those wins as you can down the stretch. The Hornets need a win themselves and a Vikings win at Valhalla Court tonight against Klamath Union to hold on to postseason hopes. We'll check on that other score for you coming up in just a moment. Phoenix has the basketball. Ethan Dobbins with it now on the left wing. Dobbins gives it up to Chris Phillips between the circles. Sims comes out to guard him. Now to the hands of Dobbins. Sims poked it free for a moment, but then Dobbins recollects. Now to the hands of Governor. He tries a free throw line jumper. It's left short. Fullerton gives it up to Schmierbach after the rebound. Reese into the front court. Skip pass to Sims in the corner. Back to Schmierbach. Schmierbach dribbling the left block. No look pass to Fullerton. He won't score in close. And the rebound is going to fall to Isaiah Governor. Phillips dribbles up to the line the other side. He leaves the three-pointer well short. Sims ahead to Fullerton, in close. Fullerton scores 6 points in the fourth quarter for Brody Fullerton. And a timeout on the floor. We'll stick with you through this timeout. It is 48-32, 5:21 to go in the ball game. Reason I want to stay with you is give you a couple score updates from around the Klamath Basin. Like I said, for Henley's playoff hopes to stay alive, they need Mazama to win tonight. Well, right now Mazama trails in the third quarter, 39-23 against Klamath Union. The Pelicans looking to separate themselves a little bit from the rest of the pack. If they hold on to win that game, they would be 6-3. Mazama would be 3-5, and if I'm not mistaken, that would clinch a playoff spot for... No, it wouldn't quite. Mazama would still be in the running technically. It would just eliminate Henley with a Klamath Union win tonight. So we'll keep you updated on that score. Also want to keep you up on what's going on at Oregon Tech. The Hustlin' Owls against Warner Pacific tonight, 54-33 the score there. 16 minutes to go in the second half. Back here inside the gym at Phoenix High School, the newly, I think you can still call it newly remodeled. 2021 this school opened. The Alameda fire nearly burned it down in 2020. Remember those terrible wildfires that this area was stricken with 6 years ago. But the school survived. The community is back. And it's great to see every time I come here. Right now, though, the Hornets beating the Pirates, 48-32, 5.5 to go in the fourth quarter, and Henley on a full court press. They get the pass ahead to David Flood, gives it to Governor, in close to Nunez. Good passing, leads to a good look, but no bucket here for Phoenix. Hornets come the other way. Sims driving all the way in, tries to go up with a tough shot, not going to get it to go, and Phillips with the rebound. Chris Phillips ahead here for Phoenix. Rifles the pass in the corner to Flood. Flood drives baseline. His shot denied by Hamilton. Sims gets the loose ball. Outlet pass to Ibarra. Quick shot up, no, and Governor gets the rebound. 4:46 to go in the ball game. Henley still out in front by 16. They might look to slow it down after playing quick on these first two possessions in the fourth quarter. Chris Phillips gives it up to Ethan Dobbins at the free throw line outside to Nunez. Nunez rifles the pass to Phillips. Near corner three, hits front iron. Governor gets the rebound. Back out to David Flood. Now Phillips again. He thought about another deep triple, but he's only had that luck twice tonight on made threes, and none here in the fourth quarter. Flood bounces the pass to Nunez on the right elbow. Jab step right, goes left at the free throw line, pulls up a shot. He's not going to get it, and Ibarra gets the rebound. Ibarra along the far side of the floor, throws it to Sims, in close. Sims with the right hand is true. 9 points for Sims. That his first bucket of the second half. 3:58 to go in the fourth quarter. Dobbins has it now on the far side. Tries to get the pass into Governor. Taken away by Hamilton. Hamilton out to Ibarra. All alone for three. No, won't hit it. And Governor gets the miss. A pass ahead to David Flood. Intercepted by Sims. Sims is not out of bounds. He's trying to make the case. And the official having a bit of fun over there. Sims with a smile. And, I think they called it out on Phoenix, actually. Just a little bit of fun. Why not? Schmierbach into the front court. Going to throw it to Ibarra off a screen on the right side. Now to Sims. Sims, a right elbow jumper. He leaves it short. Schmierbach able to save the rebound from going out. Throws it off the foot of Governor. Heads up play by Schmierbach underneath. And the Hornets right now having a bit of fun out there. Sims checks out. Montag back in. It's good to see. I mean, for a season that's been so up and down at times this year for Henley, it's good to just see these boys smiling and having a good time. Hamilton up with a quick shot, not able to get it. Angel Nunez brings in the miss, and Phillips into the front court. Phillips guarded by Ibarra, well beyond the arc, picks up the dribble, throws it to Dobbins. Dobbins looking for anybody, throws it to Governor on the right elbow, guarded there by Fullerton, back outside to Dobbins. Schmierbach guarding him tightly, they throw it to Phillips. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Governor from the left elbow is good. Isaiah Governor's got 6 points tonight. It's a 50-34 game that Henley leads. Fullerton in the corner to Schmierbach. He thought about a triple, then drives baseline by everybody off the glass and in. Great aggressive take from Schmierbach. He's got 5 points, all in the second half. Henley out in front, 52-34. Phillips, left extended arc guarded by Ibarra. Rifles the pass to Flood on the left wing. Now to Phillips, head of the key, guarded tightly by Ibarra. A couple of subs getting ready to check in for Henley. Looks like Pena and Hoblet getting ready to check in. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Phoenix. Pena and Hoblet both check in. Luca Petrone checks in as well. Schmierbach and Hamilton, a couple of seniors off the floor here for Henley. Pardon me, Hamilton's still a junior. Sometimes forget that. He's been a varsity player for so long. Hamilton's still a junior. You look at the rest of this team. Ibarra's still a junior. He's been a varsity player for 3 years. Same for Kai Montag. He only spent part of his freshman season on JV before being called up as well. A lot of experience on this Henley team, and it's helped him at times this season. Petrone is going to try to get the pass out to Governor, but it's taken away by Fullerton. Ibarra now into the front court, gives it up to Fullerton, now to Harley Hoblet on the left wing. Back to Ibarra straight away, trying to get it to Pena. Poked away for a moment by Phoenix, but it goes out of bounds. Hornets will keep it. Talon Taylor replaces Brody Fullerton, and a couple of more subs in for Phoenix as well. Theo Hodgson and Wyatt Parent into the game for Phoenix. All right. Pena inbounds to Ibarra on the far side of the floor. Ibarra going to hand it off to Pena. Has some room, top of the key, over to Taylor, now to the corner to Hoblet. Hoblet looks baseline, has his shot blocked by Flood. Under 2 minutes to go in the game, Henley up by 18. Flood. Right side, pardon me, that was left side. Now into Parent, now near side to Humble. Humble dumping it to Petrone, and a foul going to be called against Harley Hoblet. Tried to get a bit too aggressive reaching in there. Minute 43 to go. Harley picks up his first. Eli Humble to inbound for the Pirates. Humble gets it to Parent. An air corner. Parent puts it on the deck. Thought about passing it right to Humble. Needs to get rid of it to somebody and does actually get it right to Humble. Humble brings it out. Middle of the floor. Throws it to Flood. Flood between the circles now. 20 seconds to shoot, dribbles to the left elbow, pulls up quickly, leaves the shot short, and Talon Taylor pulls in the rebound. Hornets 2-on-1 in the fast break. Talon Taylor scores and one. Great take for Taylor. They were playing a two-man game. I couldn't quite see who the trailer was there for Henley, but they filled the lane well and were able to punch it in for two, and one more coming up for Talon Taylor as Micah Ibarra checks out. Micah Ibarra to the bench, likely the last we'll see of Micah. His first half was fantastic tonight. 14 points. He quieted down a little bit in the second half, but man, oh man, that first half contribution can't be overstated. A minute 20 to go. It's a 34-55 ball game. 1:12 to go. Eli Humble gives it up to Luca Petrone. Petrone one step inside the arc, tries to go left with it, but he's guarded there by Talon Taylor. Now to the hands of Hodgson. Hodgson whips the pass to Parent, still on the left side. Now to the hands of Flood. Flood triggers a three from the right side. Back iron, no. Harley Hoblet climbs the ladder for the rebound. Hoblet now to the center of the floor, tries to drive right, and Humble's going to foul him on the drive. And so for Humble, it's the team's second foul, and it's his first. Rafa Pena to inbound for the Hornets. 48 seconds to go. Full shot clock here for Henley, 35. Talon Taylor, guarded tightly by David Flood. Taylor backs back out. Pass comes into the near side to Harley Hoblet. From about 13 feet out, Hoblet dribbles into the paint and scores. 57-34. Shot clock is off. Hornets need to get the basketball, dribble this one out. We'll see how Phoenix operates this offensive possession. Petrone, top of the key, 19 seconds remaining. Now to Hodgson. Hodgson from the right elbow, outside to Parent. Parent, now with 12 seconds remaining, picks up the dribble, throws it to Eli Humble. Humble with 7. Now with 6, bounces it to David Flood with 5, with 4, his shot no good. The Henley Hornets with a league road victory tonight at Phoenix High School. 57-34 the final. We'll be back in 2 minutes to break this one down for you on 104.3, 960 Sports, and mybasin.com.
Hey, I'm Jason with Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance. Thanks for joining us. Elevate started in 2020 as a dream. I wanted to open up a clinic of my own, really had a heart and a passion to treat athletes of all ages, and got the opportunity to do it. And wow, this is what's happened. One of the best parts of this job is that we get to work with all the student athletes on field, at their contests, at their games, all around the county. Specifically when you're working with dancers, right? We've got like particular ways of movement that we don't want to necessarily correct, because dancers have a very specific way of moving that's important for their athletic performance. At Elevate, we're here to get you moving and keep you moving, no matter if you're 8 or you're 80. Feel free to give us a call at 541-887-2030.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local, community, engaged.
Final score tonight from Phoenix High School. The Henley Hornets victorious 57-34. Let's run down the leading scorers for you tonight. First for the Henley Hornets, paced by Micah Ibarra with 17 points. Carson Sims had 9. Brody Fullerton had 8. 7 each from Corbin Hamilton and Talon Taylor. 5 from Reese Schmierbach, and 2 each from Harley Hoblet and Kai Taylor. Your scorers tonight for the Henley Hornets. The Pirates were led twofold by David Flood and Chris Phillips, a freshman and a senior, leading the team in scoring, each of them with 10 points. Isaiah Governor had 6, Angel Nunez had 5, and Ethan Dobbins had 3, all of his points in the first half. This win for Henley, at least for the moment, keeps them alive in the picture to earn a playoff berth out of the Skyline Conference. I'll take one more check of the score from Mazama tonight. If the Pelicans defeat the Vikings this evening at Valhalla Court, it will be eliminated. The Hornets will be eliminated, and right now Klamath Union leads them by 20, 52-32. Not looking exactly promising for Henley right now, but a chance to try to defeat the Vikings their next time out. They will be hosting Mazama on Tuesday the 17th. Phoenix, their next time out is going to be a week from tonight. They'll be hosting the Klamath Union Pelicans. This win puts Henley at 10-12 on the season, 4-5 in conference play. Like I said, we'll be back on Tuesday night as the Hornets host the Mazama Vikings. But until then, want to say thank you so much for joining us for another edition of Henley Hornets basketball. Want to thank all of the head coaches tonight who worked along with us, as well as the staff here at Phoenix High School. And everybody for joining us tonight. Big thanks to James Joy, the athletic director here at Phoenix High School. 57-34, once again, your final score tonight. The Hornets come to Jackson County and go back home with a win. Thanks again for joining us tonight. Hope you have a great Valentine's Day tomorrow. Make it a good one. My name is Josh Eldridge saying so long and good night from Phoenix, Oregon.